Hey. Hello everyone, Kazurikodo here and welcome back to Path to Nowhere. Continuing the new event Honeyed Night. Yeah, are you all ready? Hey Julian, how is your exam? You study well? So we are going to continue this very dark major event. Gotta make sure that everybody here is 18 plus, you know, no children allowed. Also trigger warning for everyone also, yeah, because we already know how dark is it. So last time was ended with there was a little bit of reveal of Chief waking up from the coma. Okay, I think Chief was with the doctor from the Discord, so I don't know how he ended up there, but to put it simply, we know that Chief probably now currently looking for the cruise, or maybe like stumble into the cruise later, but still I think the main thing still like what happened with Sallie and Millie. So after Millie, you know, killed the guy, the owl mask, the golden mask guy, she was, I think, got kind of like put in jail and kind of like being abused by Mr. E, you know. So apparently being the golden girl of the what do you call it, the show doesn't, you know, save you from all the abuse stuff, you know. It kind of make me start to hate Mr. E, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, I get Millie in the first 10 pool, then some. Oh, good, congratulations. Then someone in the second pool and Millie in the third pool. How many times did you pull for her? Like, wait, so that's like 3 S rank 3 times in a row. That is pretty lucky, and it seems that you're after for Shackle one. But I didn't get any Cassian at all. Well, Cassian is free, so you don't have to like push yourself to actually get it. Only 30. I'm surprised that you actually get try to get Shackle one. Is that on purpose? Like you're actually after her or what? Or maybe you just really like the character. Okay, without further ado, again, trigger warning, mature stuff. Okay, not for the faint-hearted. I'm expecting good stuff from here, and hopefully they can keep up with the writing. All right, so let's do this. We are starting with the backstage with all of the, you know, performers also gathering there. Also, please let me know if the voice is not too loud. Euphoria backstage. The next show is about to begin. 3 days have passed since that terrible night. With Millie gone, there seems to be fewer guests, or maybe not. The show goes on regardless. So if there's fewer guests, how do they, like, you know, put the guests out of the cruise? Like they actually stop, there's like cruise stop somewhere in the Watson or what? Seeing Millie's empty seat, Sallie can't help but think of the frenzied look in her eyes that night. Fear and worry twist in her gut. Even though she didn't like her much before, Sallie knows the jewel took the blame for her, which is why she's now missing. After Watson activity 1, I actually thought, what if Mr. E is the dancer? This is the Michael Jackson. I'm not surprised if it is. She did it to save me. After Millie was taken away, the ship doctor came to check on Sallie. He declared that she wasn't going to die and applied some strange medicine to her wounds. The bruises and cuts healed quickly. After a few days' rest, Sallie was back on stage. But there has been no news of Millie. She hasn't returned. Thinking of the strange marks and the distress message she was found, Sallie furrows her brow. I haven't heard a thing for days. Is she alright? What can I do? Anxiety gnaws at Sallie. She hates this feeling of helplessness. She wants to ask the other dancers, but they fall silent the moment she walks in. Things feel awkward. I want Mr. E to be the dancer, get tortured and Millie and Sallie happy. I think, yeah. I think he will. At this point, it confirmed he's going to be the main villain. Sallie has many questions about the ship, about these sinners, about Mr. E, as about euphoria. Escape from euphoria? Are you dreaming? This cruise ship patrols the White Sand 24/7 with escort ships for security. Don't expect these city bigwigs to save us. It's not like they even care. I mean, like, the bigwigs is probably the one who's enjoying this thing. So knock it off with your big ideas and stop getting yourself into trouble. Also about the sinners. We are sinners, yes, but our abilities are all very limited. Take me for example, I can only make myself float just a little bit. That's not very lucky there. Hey, who are you calling weak? I'm pretty strong. My snow can give people some serious frostbite, you know. Oh please, last time I asked you to chill my drink, you held it for ages and just ended up making it warm. Still better than someone's dumb tricks that don't do squat. I mean, imagine you are going to such heavy mental illness and everything with mania and blah, and you survive that, and the reward is some lame abilities. That's gotta be sucks. Ask about Mr. E. You want to know about Mr. E? All I can tell you is he's a man with two faces. One for the guests, another for us? I already knew that. No, not a metaphor. I mean it literally. He has to... Oh! Is this a foreshadowing? Shut up. Are you insane? The boss will hear you. He will throw you overboard and feed you to the sandworms. That will be a relief. Better than being turned into... Never mind. I'm not in the mood to talk about it anymore. It seems there's more mystery that we have to uncover. There's nothing to us. Sallie considers for a moment and decides there's nothing else to ask for now. There's almost nothing she can do for Millie. The only good news is that, for now at least, Millie is still alive. Mr. E have two personality, guys. I'm guessing that probably Mr. E has like a second form, a mania form. I'm guessing. I don't think it's split personality. It's because he said it's literally two-faced. Maybe totally different form. Sallie wants to ask about Millie, but the words are stuck in her throat. All eyes are on her, waiting for answer. The tense silence stretches on until Snow pulls a tube of ointment from her pocket and tosses it into Sallie's lap. Here, for the scars. 3 times a day, don't slack off. Why suddenly they are being so buddy-buddy? I mean, like in the first episode, they're just kind of like bullying each other. Though I will never see you again, would have been ashamed to lose my favorite punching bag. I'm glad you are back. Oh? Celine returns to cooing at the imaginary pet in her cage. One by one, the others looks away, pretending to be busy. Thank you. The girls exchange uneasy glances for a long moment before the magician finally breaks the silence. The one thing the boss can't tolerate is us living with his secrets. Everyone who's ever tried to leave Euphoria has met a terrible end. You should be careful, not everyone as lucky as Millie. Like who? Never mind, forget it. If Millie hadn't owned up to it herself, just touching that comms device would have gotten all of us thrown overboard to feed the sandworms. They all look down, the air grows heavy. Considering their behavior is like a toxic partnership. Could be, yeah. Do you know what happened to Millie? Is she okay? Don't worry, Mr. E adores Millie. She will be fine. Mr. E looks the other way when Guess beats me up, but he will never let anyone touch Millie. What kind of owner is that? Relax, Millie is the boss' biggest moneymaker. No way he will toss her overboard so easily. Unless she crossed a line she shouldn't have. Sallie's heart sinks. The line. Never pass information to the outside world. We cannot leave this place unless we are dead. The room falls silent. No one speaks. We got a new one. Nothing. Okay. I think it's time for the show. Cassian, where are you, Cassian? Okay. Oh, we have two different endpoints. What the hell? It's gonna be direct, right? Oh, this is gonna be troublesome. Then it should be fine. You have to turn around. This one should be fine. This one's boarding. I think it should be fine. Okay.
I'm so happy you came to watch my hair fall now.
I think if we are using yin yang, it's gonna be usable.
Oh my! If I had known there'd be... There is nothing to fear.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm here to show you the way.
I'll personally see them off on their journey.
Here, let me craft something special for you.
Done.
As wisteria blooms, behold the splendor.
Oh, this one is not the puzzle version, so I think it should be fine since my character is OP. So let's speed this thing up.
My sincerest love for you.
So from what I can think, I'm the only one who can hurt you, Mr. E, maybe. To Millie. Oh, now Sallie is sad. The endless show have left Sallie almost numb. As long as she can stand and walk, she has to dance, even when she's distracted by her worry for Millie. The eyes below the stage only care about flash. No one is really watching the dance. When the lights dim, the guests grow restless. Many climb directly onto the stage, grabbing any dancer that catches their eye, men and women alike. Ugh. What the hell? Out of the corner of her eye, Sallie sees a guest heading toward her. The gleaming black metal mask overlaps with the golden owl mask in her memory. Her stomach lurches, and she almost throws up, but fear roots her to the spot. She can only stand, paralyzed in a dispersing crowd. Spacing out when you should be leaving? You got a death wish? The sharp rebuke yanks her out of those terrifying, chaotic memories. Snow strides over and grabs her arm. If you don't want gas, just get out of here. Don't stand around. Are you begging to be picked? Dances as you are, you will be dead in this place before you even know it. Why do they have to use silhouette though? Like, Snow has a very unique design. She doesn't stop cheating as she yanks Sallie back a few quick steps. But this time Sallie doesn't push her away. Perhaps the fight had been worn out of her. Or perhaps after these few days she can finally sense the subtle kindness between the wooden, humble dancers.
Thank you.
Oh? Pull yourself together. Millie will come back. Snow gives Sallie a hard shove, pushing her off the stage. Sallie's body is still numb. She glances back and sees the magician who had bullied her, but also helped her, shoot her an exasperated look from the shadows of the stage, before walking with Snow toward that guest. Feather wand. Oh, is it the thing that you can use to slap? Is it this part here? Is it? I don't even know. Julian, you usually know this kind of things. Tell me. They say you never cry, no matter what they do to you. Is that true? The new guest asked the girl before him, itching to test the theory. The girl they called Celine. Oh, it's one of the dancers. Celine just stared at him blankly. She turned her back to him and began fussing over the bird in the cage. Hey, I'm talking to you. Answer me. He slapped her across the face, but she simply took the blow, her head bowed. Why won't you answer? Why won't you speak? What are you anyway? Just a slave sold to the ship from the Outlands? A stupid peep nobody wants? I'll make you cry. His fist rained down on her body, but her face remained empty. It was impossible to tell if she was slow-witted or just completely numb. At last, the new blonde girl threw herself between them. Others came and persuaded the guests to leave. The blonde girl tried to clean her wounds, but Celine turned her down. She stumbled back to the birdcage and continued to watch the bird. You really love that bird, the blonde girl said. What's his name? I think the blonde girl is Millie, right? She shook her head. It was just a little thing she would happen to rescue from a fan. It didn't have a name. Well, I'm Millie. What's your name? The blonde girl was friendly and kept asking her questions. I don't remember, she said after a pause. They took me when I was little. I don't remember my name. Millie wiped her eyes and pulled the girl into a tight hug. Whoa, still since a kid? How do you know? See, this is the kind of thing that maybe you start to have feeling empathy to all the others. As the curtain falls, the true entertainment is only just beginning. The audience is now invited to step into the spotlight and become players in the performer games. But usually we got like what do you call it? An accessories. I can't block this one, right? I can't block this thing. Can I block this? Oh, if I block this, it's gonna go to... Oh, the design of the NPC is so pretty. Plus polarized stage. For this challenge, equipping Feather 1 is highly recommended. Okay, so they want to me to put Feather 1. This lowered allied unit on top of it gain 15% lifesteal. Why do I need lifesteal? Oh, what? What happened? Wait, what's the objective? Defeat all enemies. 3 + 1 life and is highly recommended. What the hell is the objective? Why I die? Hi Johnny, welcome. Why did I die though? Oh, I think I have to put it on. Oh no, you can't.
My sincerest love for you.
Huh? What is going on? Wait, what am I supposed to do? Standard, it's right allied on top of it, get water and do that 1 per second to enemy win 3/3 square counting as skill damage. Oh, wait. As well as it's lowered, enemy unit on top of it have different measures and reduced by. On top of it, get another taboo and take the less damage when you're happy. Falls below 50. Doesn't matter though. What's this? I don't think I need 120 seconds, so let's take off this thing. I don't know, get skill damage. Maybe this one to do more damage. Oh, why I didn't equip this? I'm pretty sure I equipped it already. I think I have to make her within the area. Come closer. Okay. Now I can damage it.
My sincerest love. My sincerest love.
Oh shit.
For you.
What is going on? What is going on? What is the what? For the shelling equipment already. Okay, that's fine. But why Millie keep? What's the condition? Okay. I have to read the enemy info. While advancing, create magic field every second that lasts for 2 seconds, dealing damage to enemy unit within range. Create a diamond-shaped area and expose the core, dealing damage to enemy unit within range. Enemy units standing on spotlight stage rays are immune to this. Enemy units standing on spotlight stage rays are immune to this damage. Okay, so I have to be immune, okay? While on the field, periodically grant shield to all allied and more for each element nearby, reduce this skill cooldown 1 time. I don't get it. Okay.
My sincerest love for you.
Oh! I'm seriously have no idea. Okay. I'm seriously have no idea what the hell is going on. Okay, one more time, and then after that, I'm just gonna whatever it. Okay, you cannot damage me. There is no way you can damage me, right?
My sincerest love for you.
Okay, I'm done. I don't know. I'm gonna continue the story. Fuck it. What the hell? I don't know what is going on. Sallie returns to the dressing room, physically and mentally drained, her senses dulled. It isn't until she's changing clothes that she notices something hidden in the shadows behind her, and it just twitches. Sally's nerves got out, and she slaps the light switch.
Who's there?
Oh, Millie's out?
Millie?
With a soft tongue, Millie scrambles out from under the vanity, rubbing her head where she bumped into, nervously raising a finger to her lips.
Shh. Shh. Keep your voice down.
That man, he didn't hurt you, did he? About what happened that night? And the communicator?
What are you talking about? I'm fine. See? All healed. It doesn't hurt at all.
Millie waves her hand, and sure enough, her pale arms show no trace of injury. But Sallie knows how the ship maintains its merchandise. Her own insides still hurt, and she's more worried about Millie. After all, Millie was the one punished that day, and there's no telling what they did to her after she was dragged off. But Euphoria Star cheerfully changes the subject, easily deflecting any more questions.
But what about you? Were you scared? Did you have nightmares?
Memories of that night flash through Sally's mind. The luxurious room, blood-stained carpet, fists raining down on her body, and herself completely powerless to fight back. I mean, like, that scene is just really... I will have a nightmare too. This was different from the humiliation she had endured before. At least in the past, no one had seriously wanted to destroy a beautiful commodity. But that night, she wasn't even treated as a human. The mere thought of those memories makes Sally's body go cold and rigid, and she begins to tremble. Someone grabs her hand. Sallie shudders, looking up to see Millie's watching her. There's no question or doubt in her eyes, only a quiet calm, like the surface of a mirror. Slowly, Sallie comes down and feels the warmth spread from Millie's palm into hers. How will I come to know Chief though? Don't tell me she's... What that? Chief EX? No, I don't think so. Maybe from the news?
Thank you.
I mean, Chief is very famous. I mean, even you can ask the same question with Sibylla. How does she know about Chief? So it's probably the same thing with Millie, because Chief just famous across the world maybe now.
Don't mention it. I know what it's like. When you're most scared, you really need someone to support you. I've been through it too. Now, it's finally my turn to help someone else.
I think Millie is always help everyone.
That person is the one you've been waiting for, right? Who is he?
Oh?
Want to hear about it?
Chief Pheromone make everyone sing for him, even when they don't interact. Millie stares shyly at her fingertips, tapping them together and pulling them apart. She draws little circle on the floor with her foot. The air seems to thicken with the sweet scent of honey. Oh, that's so sweet.
He must be a really good person, right?
She's just a little curious. Millie said that person gave her the strength to go on. Sallie wants to know what kind of person could inspire that in a place like this. Oh, he got the doll! Something soft is suddenly shoved in Sallie's face, and she recoils in surprise. Looking closer, she sees it's a small cotton doll in a grey trench coat. It's clearly handmade, but with exquisite detail. The fabric is a bit old, but it's been lovingly cared for. Every detail is clean and neat. The corner of its clothes perfectly straight. It's obviously someone's treasured possession, cherished for a long time. Oh, I still make it into. They haven't make this a merchandise. I was surprised. Even in CN.
Wonderful! I finally have a friend to talk to about love. He's the most amazing person in the whole world. So kind and dependable. The line of people he's helped would stretch all the way from Syndicate to Eastside, and it'd have to wrap around the block 3 times. Look, these are the newspaper clippings I've collected. And look, this is his doll and outfit set. And this is the legendary underground film he starred in, Beyond Distance. I heard it was made by a famous director. He looks so dashing in the film, so gorgeous.
Wow, Chief is famous.
If you're interested, I can tell you stories about him for 3 days and nights. Every one of them is a legend. But if you hear them all, you'll probably fall in love with him.
They usually make pin or some paper merch, rarely something that's shaped like that. They have to make an actual plushie.
No, that won't do. You already have someone you love. And besides, I'm not sharing him with anyone.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I think we're gonna break her heart. She will be surprised when she gonna go to MBCC like, oh my god, I have so many rival. How good is the new hero? The new hero is actually really good. I'll say the magic arm is better than Raven. If you're quite invest on the exclusive Crown brand to level 3, she's like a good core breaker. But if you are like, for example, using an arcane crit team, but you are low invest on melee, most likely you're probably gonna have an issue with the core breaking because it's rely on her exclusive Crown brand. Overall good, but it's not a must. Millie practically glows as she talks about her beloved. Her eyes are shining with stars, and the air seems to shimmer with pink bubbles. Sallie finds herself drowning in a sea of rosy fluff and wishes more than anything for Millie to stop. I'm sorry, Millie, but you have to share. We have Grave Zero, Angel Miyaka. You have a lot of adopted kids. Oh, whatever. Listening for a little longer won't hurt, as long as it makes her happy. Sallie regrets this decision. She's bombarded by Millie's story for what feels like an eternity, until Millie's throat is parched and Sallie's mind begins to wander. I think she tells the story up to until I don't know, chapter 13.
Anyway, he's going to come for me, and then we'll live happily ever after.
So she is like adoring an idol.
If I understand correctly, you two have never actually met, have you?
Well, we've met once.
What? Where?
And you confessed your love after meeting just once?
Well, I could never say it out loud.
Huh? Where?
It's too embarrassing.
Does he know you're waiting for him?
Not yet, but soon. Once I get more famous, someone will definitely tell him.
Do you really believe that he'll show up one day, fall in love with you, and take you away?
Well, take you away probably from this shape. Fall in love though, that's another question.
Of course I do.
Somehow Sallie is much more mature compared to Millie now. Sallie covers her face. Is Millie hopelessly romantic or just painfully naive? Is she an East Sider? Drop Millie anywhere in East Side and she will be scammed in a heartbeat. Though that's not so different from her current situation anyway.
Talking about myself this whole time. Now your turn, Sallie. What's your sweetheart like?
Kinda remind me of Wu Huanzi.
That's all in the past.
I think she got
We don't
scammed
want to
before.
talk about it.
Memories of that abruptly ended relationship chill her voice. But when she looks up into Millie's eager eyes, sees the lingering bruises on her skin, Sallie can't bring herself to refuse. She will tell her something. Think of it as making a child happy.
All right. His name is Theodore. He used to come into the bar to watch me dance. Not in a place like this, of course. And not this kind of dancing. He's a rich boy, from a good family. Nothing like a poor dancer such as me. It was his rowdy friends who dragged him into the bar the first time. At first, he was so timid he could barely speak straight. He got so flustered trying to talk to me he'd mess up my name. He came every day, but we never exchanged more than 3 sentences. He was a complete idiot.
She would long ago decided to put the past behind her, but speaking of it brings the memories back, vivid before her eyes. Sallie's voice softens.
But one day, when I was being harassed by a drunk, he jumped in front of me. He was shaking all over, but he didn't back down an inch. I guess it was brave of him.
Oh, that's really good
Touching.
voice acting.
If he knew what you were going through here, he'd come rushing to save you.
Oh, the question is if he's still alive though. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, that's not good. Does he know? Or does he not care? The last time they saw each other, Theodore had sworn he will fight for their future, that he would muster the courage to go home and make his case. Then, like in every cliche East Side romance novel, he never returned. Oh, is he missing? Faced with a broken promise, Sallie had decisively cut him out of her life. She never trusted those arrogant rich people to begin with. Going out with Theodore had just been a moment of weakness, a lapse in judgment. She isn't some fool who would fall head over heels for a pretty face. But thinking about it now, she really doesn't know what happened to him. Before he left, he would given her all his money for safekeeping. Everything he would save, trying to make it on his own. It wasn't much, but it wasn't nothing. When the debt collector came for her, Sallie didn't touch it. She doesn't know why. Did she want the satisfaction of throwing the goddamn money back in that bastard face? Or was there a part of her that still fantasized he would break free and come back for her? But right now there's someone more worried than she is.
Oh, he doesn't know? He must be worried sick. No wonder you want to escape so badly. We have to do something fast.
Escape?
What kind of look is that? What do you think you are? How dare you look at me like that?
So don't even think about leaving. No one leaves here without my permission. Unless they're dead.
Sallie begins to tremble and Millie notices. She stops talking and gently takes Sallie's hand.
Sallie, look at me. Take a deep breath. It'll pass. Everything will pass. I'm here. I told you I'd be on your side, that I'd help you escape. And I meant it.
What about you? Why don't you try to escape?
What about you?
Huh?
What will happen to you after you help me? Won't Mr. E?
I think later Cassian will help them escape, maybe. What about Cassian? Why he's not trying to escape? In her mind's eye, she sees Millie being dragged away by Mr. E again. That suffocating sense of helplessness still makes her blood run cold. But the person in question doesn't seem to care in the slightest.
It's fine. Mr. E spoils me. He wouldn't really do anything to me. See? Not a single scar left.
The hell? She literally abused you last episode.
Besides, this is an elopement. So romantic, so epic. I've studied many romance movies. It's time to put all that into practice.
Since Cassian somehow I sense some history with Mr. E, that's not good. Maybe a revenge arc.
Your sweetheart has
possible.
some status, right? Then we just need to get the word out. Let him know you're here. The guests on the ship have their own connections. Someone's bound to be able to reach him. And I have the perfect person to help us.
Oh,
Cassian. He knows more about what goes on aboard the ship.
I think he's
than
spot on, Julian.
anyone. He's got this.
maybe he actually going to help. Millie beams with confidence, one hand balled into a fist to cheer Sallie on. Her hair shines like gold, and for a moment, Sallie is dazzled.
We've only known each other for a few days. Why are you going so far to help me?
Because of love, of course. We're companions with love in our hearts. If leaving this place will bring you happiness, then of course I'll help you.
The question is, does he ever try to help the other girls? So many questions remain, so many concerns. But in this dark, suffocating club, Millie's words are like honey and sunshine. Alright, I'll play along, Sallie thinks, finally nodding her head. The clock in the corner chimes. Millie brushes her skirt and rises to her feet.
It's about time. I need to get to work and provide cover for our plan. Don't forget it, okay?
Oh wait, are we serious? The room feels empty the moment Millie leaves, filling Sallie with unease. She nervously stands up as well.
All right. I have a gift for you.
She hurries back to Sallie and reaches out a hand, gently brushing her finger across the corner of Sallie's lip. In that instant, Sallie is enveloped by a familiar sweet fragrance, like the honey dripping on her that night, but different. She feels a strange power enter her body. Millie withdraws her finger and presses a small golden lip balm into Sallie's hand, flashing a mischievous smile.
Relax. He'll definitely come.
I think possible.
Until then, if any bad guys try to hurt you again, use this lip balm to protect yourself, okay?
What is that lip balm? I think Millie have tried in the past to help or comfort other dancer, but the other day decided to give up. Maybe, but Cassian will not follow the escape. I think he will confront Mr. E, in my opinion. Where is Glacier? Oh, suddenly we got Cassian now. Okay, let's see the background of Cassian. Now, allow us to introduce the rich selection of beverages and social venue prepared especially for you. Euphoria boasts an immense collection of drinks, featuring select vintages from a variety of regions and years. Worth noting is the enormous beverage consumption aboard, averaging an impressive 5 tons daily for drinking and performances. Whoa, that's a lot. Proof of our dedication to the culture of premium libations. Cassian, our mysterious young master mixologist, has become a highlight of the cruise. Renowned for his extraordinary skill and unique flair, whether you desire a classic cocktail or a bespoke creation tailored to your mood, Cassian will offer an unparalleled drinking experience. The ship bar provides the ideal venue for socializing and relaxation. We have designed comfortable booths, creating an elegant yet intimate space where you may unwind and converse with our other distinguished guests. Oh, what does it have new? Why you got new thing in here? Is it like continuation? I think it is. Okay, so this is the Sallie story where she become a ballet, I guess. Aren't you leaving, Sallie? It's getting late. Walk home with me, said the freckled girl. Sallie shook her hand, continuing to practice in front of the mirror. I really envy you, Sallie. You love dancing so much and your family supports you. My mom said if I don't get good enough by high school, she won't let me come anymore. The freckled girl clutches her backpack, lost in her thought. Sallie didn't answer, still focused on her routine, rising and pointe, then a slow descent, keeping her toes pointed, holding a retire. I'm sorry. Do you like dancing? Sallie suddenly asked. The freckled girl thought for a moment, then nodded firmly. Sallie paused before resuming her movement, then dance. Dance until your very last day. Dance until you can't anymore. What are you, Hamel? New background? Which one? This one? I think we seen it yesterday. Oh, we can talk to Cassian? Oh no. In the banquet hall near noon, no one was present except for Cassian, who was polishing wine glasses by the bar. The nightly routine of absurd theatric had yet to begin, and the crystal chandeliers hanging high above remained unlit. Only a few rays of sunlight filtered through gaps in the heavy curtains, casting dappled shadows on the spotless carpet. Last night's revelry had long since faded, leaving only a ruin of silence and desolation. This is one of Cassian's rare moments of respite. He wouldn't call it enjoyable, but at least he can drop that smile, stiffer than any mask, and find brief solace in solitude. What? Did he always smile? I never noticed his smile. Is If or Duruo better for healer? I want to try use healer. Duruo is better. If is if you want to heal your summon, not to heal your sinner. If you want to heal your summon, then she can heal your summon. His movements are unhurried. He lifts a wine glass by the stem, tracing slow circles around the rim with a cloth. Every few turns brings a dull pain to his fingers, an old injury, not sharp but impossible to ignore. Cassian doesn't wince, doesn't even alter his rhythm. He endures in silence, as he always does. Pain is something he's long grown used to. He keeps his head down, polishing the glass with quiet, almost mechanical precision, until a shrill voice shatters his precious calm.
Ask that bartender for help? Millie, are you serious?
Shh, keep it down.
Two sets of footsteps approach, stopping just outside the banquet hall doors. Cassian's hand paused for a fraction of a second.
I mean, you do know he tricked me into going into Mr. E's office, right? That guy's so weird. The second he leaves the bar, he gets all gloomy and gives everyone the cold shoulder. I don't trust him.
Guess what they don't show us here. I wonder if they're gonna show some smile sprite. Realizing she's getting worked up, Sallie lowers her voice, but Cassian can still hear every word through the thin wall. He shakes his head, sets the dried wine glass upside down on the rack, and picks up the next one. Cassian isn't bothered by her blatant bad-mouthing. He's heard it all before, and he's long past the point of wanting to explain himself. But he doesn't want to get dragged into unnecessary trouble. Especially not before he achieves his goal. Oh, what is his goal? Maybe try to kill Mr. E.
Well, do you have a better idea?
Cassian is just a secret emo, don't bother him. But it seems luck has never been on his side. After a tense silence, he hears Sallie stomp in frustration. Here comes the here comes the trouble.
Fine. Let's give it a shot. Doesn't hurt to try.
Okay, we're gonna have like two extrovert coming to the space of introvert. The next second, the doors swing open. Two girls who might as well have the word trouble printed all over their faces walk right up to his bar.
Cassian, I knew you'd be here.
What else it could be? Millie greets him cheerfully. Cassian inwardly sighed. Without looking up, he says flatly. He gives off vibe like the tired brother. Yeah.
Sorry, the lounge is closed. Please come back later.
Oh, the voice though. Damn. Sorry.
We're not here for drinks.
Then all the more reason to leave. I'm afraid I don't provide other services aside from drinks.
What's with the attitude? See? I told you. There's no use talking to him.
Sallie glares at Cassian, but Millie tucks on her sleeve and steps forward with a hopeful smile.
Look, Cassian, I have this brilliant plan to help Sallie find her true love, and we need your help. Can you get a message out for us?
Cassian finally looks up, meeting Millie's innocent eyes. His face remains as calm as ever, his indifference bordering on cruel.
Give up. Whatever you're planning, don't try to be clever under Mr. E's nose. He'll be dead before you even know what happened.
His tone stays level, but his words hits like ice water. This isn't a threat, more like a cold, rational statement of fact. But Millie is unfazed. She blinks, her voice full of determination.
That's exactly why we need you. We can't do it alone. And we just can't stand by while Sallie loses her true love. That's too cruel. You have to help us.
I can't help you with that.
Oh, he smiled! He smiled! He shakes his head gently, completely unmoved by the mention of true love. Millie giggles and takes another determined step forward.
But I know you can. I've asked around. You have ways of getting messages out. Besides, you used to be the heir of a powerful family in Eastside until someone framed your family and brought it down. Aren't you here to find the person who did that to you?
Oh.
To get your revenge?
Oh.
What? Is that true?
Sallie's mouth falls open, stunned by this sudden revelation. Cassian sets down the glass and doesn't say anything. It might be a silent confirmation or an invitation for Millie to continue. Sallie's eyes dart to Cassian's hands, folded in front of him. Long, pale fingers like a pianist, but wrapped in strange metal braces that barely support the frail, scarred joints. Cassian notices her staring and discreetly pulls his hand back behind the counter. Millie takes a deep breath and presses on, her voice urgent.
But you haven't made a move yet, which means you're not ready.
What?
Or
Cassian
you're
is
still
Theodore?
looking for the right moment. You need help too.
Was it really? Nah, it's too different.
How can you help me?
And if he's Theodore, don't you think that he's gonna react when he sees Sallie? Well, theory, yeah. I'll be damned if it's true. If Cassian provides other service besides drink, I'm willing to pay a ton. You're part of the guest. Millie spreads her hands, her face brightening with that same guileless smile, like an eternally optimistic fawn.
I'm a sinner. My ability lets me influence and control people's minds. That might come in handy, right? Think about it. You give the word, and I can smooth the way for you. You can get information easily from anyone you want.
Only when Millie reveals her hand does Cassian finally show some interest. His expression shifts subtly as he begins to assess the two girls in earnest.
You help us send a message to find Sallie's true love, and we help you gather clues about your enemy. It's a fair trade. We help each other out.
I mean, let's be real, probably it's Mr. A. Millie blinks her shiny eyes, clearly confident in her plan. Cassian is quiet for a moment. The questioning look in his eyes slowly settles into cold acceptance. He gives a slight nod.
I can help you, but only if the information you bring me is worth my while.
Deal! That's fantastic! Thank you so much!
Millie excitedly rubs her fingers on the wooden bar top, like she sealed a sacred pact. She pulls Sallie to her side and waves at Cassian.
Just sit back and wait. We're getting right on it. We won't let you down.
They turn to leave, but Cassian suddenly speaks up.
Wait.
Oh. They turn back, looking at him with confusion. Recalling the conversation he overheard and Sallie's obvious distrust, Cassian slowly shifts his gaze to her. For a rare moment, he almost looks hesitant.
I didn't send you to Mr. E's office to trick you. Just think before you act. Don't pick a fight if you can help it, or you'll end up dead.
Sallie freezes, her face flushing. The misunderstanding and anger she'd been holding on to suddenly have nowhere to go, leaving a flustered unease. She wants to say something, but Cassian has already looked away and gone back to polishing the glassware. The glass is already spotless, yet he continues to wipe it, again and again, like the hands of a clock in their endless cycle. I never read the story, you should skip. This is quite informing. It is. The story is so good. This is so good. I think I'm very recommended to actually read it. Euphoria may be a luxury multi-deck cruise ship, but for dancers like Sallie, their world is limited to the stage, bar, backstage area, cafeteria, and employee lounge. Only when they are chosen by a guest do they get a chance to enter the luxury suites or accompany the VIP in other recreation area. Many dancers are more than willing to get close to the guests. It means a period of freedom, money, and indulgence. For the guests seeking pleasure on the ship, there's no difference between day and night. The bar is always the most popular spot, a place for encounters, flirting, and discreet exchange of information. Sallie takes out the lip balm Millie gave her and stares at it.
Protect me? Will it really work? This honey lip balm?
When I put the honey on you just now, what did you see?
She hates to admit it, but Sallie had thought of Theodore.
Are you blushing? Don't be shy. Whether seasoned players or heartless fools, anyone who touches my honey will see the one they love. Well, is your head full of Theodore now?
Oh? Millie draws closer, gently stroking Sallie's arm. Sallie flinches and takes a step back. The spot Millie touched suddenly feeling very uncomfortable.
At first, my honey only numbed people. Mr. E said my ability is mild mind control. I can control the thoughts of anyone who touches the honey.
But while it's only limited, only thinking about the loved one though.
But it's more than that. Your body, your mind, they will only respond to that one person.
Millie winks. Sallie realizes something and suddenly blushes.
What do you mean?
Millie smiles sweetly and offers no further explanation.
It doesn't matter. Like I told you, the guests only come to talk with me about love, because that's all they can do.
Mr. E said Millie is a bee, Sinora. Yes.
If you're really scared, use this to protect yourself. Just find a way to apply it to a guest's skin, and it will flip their true love switch. And when that happens, they won't have room in their heads for any other nasty thoughts. People in love are always the sweetest and most honest.
So it's basically a tool for extracting information. Sallie hovers near the bar, trying to identify a guest who might give up information. Oh, are we gonna use it on one of them to find information? Well, hello there, sweetheart. Haven't we met somewhere before? A guest suddenly extends his hand, blocking Sallie's path. She takes his arm, using the gesture to dab the lip balm onto his wrist.
Oh my.
Oh.
Your hands are rather dry, sir.
Hello, comrade. that typo is kind of like funny. You have to be flirty. Oh yeah, okay. I'll try. I don't know how to be flirty. I'm not experienced, Juliet. I never go to such a place. Maybe you're gonna do better. The moment the lip balm touches his skin, the man freezes as if struck by lightning, and his eyes suddenly grow tender. You know, I'm not the type to fool around. Sallie blinks with vain innocence.
What's wrong? Are you thinking of someone? Is there a love you need to confess?
Why can't she put a smile? Her question touched his heart. The man clutches his waist in one hand. Oh no. The other trembling against his mouth. Tears glisten in his eyes as if he's seeing a love long lost. I've been looking for someone. You look so much like her. When I saw you, I can't help but move closer. But I shouldn't lie to myself. I've had 27 lovers since. Who the hell count that? But none of them could ever replace her. Sallie's eyes go wide. As the man's nose begins to run, she quickly grabs a tissue and hands it to him. Oh, you're such a sweet girl, just like she was. Then things get strange. The guest pulls her over to the bar and asks Cassian for 2 cocktails. I gave her riches enough to fill a city, but all she wanted was for me to light 100 bonfires for her. I bought her a mansion, but she told me she was still lonely. He rambles on and on about his one true love while boasting about what a romantic and compassionate partner he was. Sallie plasters on a smile, throwing in a dizzy comment here and there. Soon the man passes out drunk, slumped over the bar. How can he even manage to push girl that much? He must use magic. Money! What else? It's money. And I don't think even like it's a legit partner. It's just people that trying to attract affection with money. It's probably gonna be like a short-term relationship.
I wondered why they just wanted to chat with you. So this is what you meant by the true love switch.
From another corner of the bar, Millie turns her head as if she will sense someone watching her. She catches Sallie exasperated, amused stare, and flashes an innocent, playful smile. I'm so enjoying the background music. Is there anything new? Nope. Lady Butterfly? Is that the Madame Puppy something? Ah, Millie darling, come sit with me. Can you awaken my true love again today? Also, they know about Millie power. Duke Peacock. I'm afraid you will have to wait a while longer, madam. I have a prior arrangement with Miss Millie. She's helping me recall the most touching romance of my years. Lady Butterfly. Love? For you, perhaps pray will be a more fitting term. At least I've always pursued intimacy of the soul. That's a cut above some obsession with carnal pleasures. Now, please don't fight. Didn't we agree to talk about love today? Why don't we do that together? This is like become like a therapy, that good group therapy session. Don't just stand there gawking. Come pour me a drink. Is this how you treat your regulars? Sallie swallows hard when the man singles her out, but then she remembers the secret weapon Millie gave her. Maybe things won't go so badly. Relax, I won't eat you. You're not even worthy of being my prey. I just want to enjoy a few more drinks before the city cops find this place. Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing. The city cop? Do you mean the great hero who saved the West District? I'm afraid I have to disappoint you, Miss Millie. If he were on the case, they might actually stand a chance of finding us. But don't get your hopes up. He won't come here. The rest of those losers are just wasting their time. The light in Millie's eyes seems to dim. But Chief is indeed coming though. Millie, I confess, I like you. I think my impression of Millie is also changed from, you know, it seems like this is gonna be like one of those crazy cannot be fixed sinner, and now it seems like she's alright now. A little bit more like Graves, kind of innocent, you know, maybe naive. Sallie and Millie approach the bar, where a man in a prince mask is holding court. Our city-state values strength and valor, unlike the people of this city, who worship money above all else. No wonder you were making it rain on the dance floor last night. Just how much did you toss around? 10 million. I wasn't showing off my wealth. I just found it amusing to watch those boys and girls scramble on the floor like animals, grabbing for cash. When you are trapped on this ship for life, what good is money anyway? I forgot to ask, where are you from? It's rare to see an outland noble as generous as you are. Don't tell me it's from Fraser. I think it's from Fraser. I can only give you a hint. My city-state may be small, but it has powerful backers. Fraser isn't stingy. I knew it! This is the guy! But it has powerful backers. Fraser isn't stingy like this city. Oh, so it's not... It's this guy! This guy is the one that betrayed Cassian. It's in the this one here. Here, let me show you. I think at the time you already go study or something, so you probably missed that part. But in this one here is basically telling a story of a prince, the member of the White Sand, and then there is a guy that also like to become gladiator, and the gladiator most likely Cassian, yeah, and the prince is probably that guy. I don't know what happened though in here. Forgot. Okay, I'm gonna read it from here because I already read that last night. The prince rose from his bed and examined his body in the mirror. He thought of white jade stones lying at the bottom of an icy river and of the marble statue he had seen in Fraser as a child. Then he picked up a cat o' nine tails from the table and lashed it forcefully across his own body. Crimson welts bloomed on his skin like sacred marking or imperfection that make a work of art perfect. The man lashed in forcefully across his body. Crimson welt bloomed on his skin like such. Crimson, is it the same tattoo like, you know, who's that mysterious girl on the main story? You know, I can help you with that if you want. A lazy voice came from behind the curtain. A hand reaches out and plucked a piece of candied fruit from a dish by the bed. The prince didn't answer, mesmerized by his own reflection as he continued to etch whip marks onto his skin. How long have you been into this? His companion asked. I know some girls who are very good at it, safe and guaranteed to satisfy. Oh, are you talking about macchiato? I think so. Oh my god. He's surprised. They even have a dungeon. You can be whomever you want. A little boy abused by his stepmother, a slave escaping from his mistress, a soldier defeated by a warrior maiden, a king captured by an empress, whatever you desire. A cold smile touched the prince's lips. He waved a hand, dismissing her. The woman grunted in annoyance and left, muttering under her breath. Droplets as brilliant as pomegranate juice seeped from his wounds, and the prince felt an indescribable pleasure. This was not something he could leave to others. They know nothing, he thought. They know nothing of this art. They know nothing of how to create pain or how to bear it. But strangely, an inexplicable dissatisfaction still lingered. It felt like something was missing. A single piece was still missing from the puzzle in his heart. What? I wonder what is it? Do you want to know the legendary macchiato? I was wrong about you before. I'm really sorry. Please accept my apologies. You are not mad, are you? I'm not. In that case, get me a drink. I feel like a nice cold soda water. Suddenly she feels a chilling, sickly sweet pressure from behind, like syrup over ice. Oh, it's Mr. E. He completely ignores Sallie and walks straight to Millie's side. How are you feeling? Does the wound still hurt? You should rest for the day if you are not feeling well. I'm fine, don't worry. I want to spend more time with the guests. I would love to hear everyone's love story. Then I won't disturb you. Do your best to spread as much love as you can. Even here on Euphoria, true love is a rare thing. Of course, I will bring love to everyone. Sallie can't help but wonder what would happen if she dabbed some of Millie's lipstick on Mr. E, but an inexplicable fear holds her back. I actually think it for a second just now, like, why don't you just use it on Mr. E? I don't really know how to make a good music. I do agree. The music in West is really good. Night falls and the club becomes a honey trap. A veneer of glamour enshrouds the entire cruise ship, masking the scent of damp and decay. It isn't a performance night for Sallie or Millie, but they've dressed up anyway. Not in their flashy stage costume, but in understated, tasteful clothes that let them blend into the circle of money and power to uncover a story that isn't theirs to tell.
Come on, smile. Don't be so tense.
Millie smooths the ends of Sallie's hair and whispers in her ear.
With that look on your face, you won't get a word of truth out of those people.
Sallie nods and takes a deep breath. She tries to mimic Millie, smoothing away the tension in her brow and forcing a stiff smile that she pins to her face like a mask. The dance floor swirls like a golden tide, swallowing the line between desire and indifference. Millie glides toward a middle-aged man drinking alone at the edge of the floor. He's wearing an impeccably tailored navy suit, the collar embroidered in gold thread with the crest of some old aristocratic merchant guild. The moment their eyes meet, Millie's face lights up with an innocent, radiant smile. She lets her gaze fall to the glass in his hand, feigning the perfect amount of surprise.
Your drink has such an unusual color. Blue like the deep sea, but with light shining through. I've never seen such a beautiful cocktail. What's it called?
Her approach is a bit abrupt, but the patrons here have always welcomed attention from the jewel of Euphoria. The man smiles, casual and nonchalant. You'll have to ask that fellow. He's the one who made it. The color just for show, but the taste? Well, it's not bad. That guy's got some skill. But Millie's face is a little similar to Bianca and Fortuna. Fortuna? You mean Lady Pearl? He jerks his chin toward the bar, his tone offhand, like he's praising a well-trained pet. Millie followed his gaze. Cassian stands behind the bar, his sharp profile outlined by the light refracting through a glass. His movements are steady and graceful, lifting a glass, pouring a drink, giving a firm shake. Every motion is a pleasure to watch. He wears a charming, proper smile and says something that makes a wealthy lady giggle. Julian, are you a wealthy lady? He leans down to light her cigarette with attentive care. Oh, nothing like this silent, very young man from the other day.
Who is he anyway? With skills like that, he must be a pretty famous bartender.
You're just
right?
gonna ask that now? Millie looks back at the man and asks with feigned curiosity, but the man scoffs like he's heard something absurd. He shakes his head, eyes glinting with undisguised ridicule. Cassian, sorry, but I'm poor right now. Don't worry, I earned money. Him? Oh, he's famous, alright. Just not for mixing drinks. In our circle, he's famous for being a joke. Or is it because like the family is bankrupt? Meanwhile, Sallie is striking up a conversation with a lady dripping in jewels. The woman takes a sip of her drink, her tone airy. Who in our circle doesn't know about his family? They squeeze their way into high society with some special permit, enjoy the spotlight for barely 2 years, and then pop, the whole family was gone. I hear they were at a party one night, and by the next day, they were either in prison or dead. Like something out of a play. What a fall from grace.
But why would...
Sallie is at a loss for words until another woman pipes in, her face dripping with contempt and mockery. What else could it be? His family were pawns but put on the board by Falke himself. They were dead from the start. You didn't really think they earned all that fame on their own, did you? What a joke.
I see.
Sallie is still processing what she's just heard. To hide her shock and revulsion, she lowers her gaze and takes a sip of her drink. The lady, however, mistakes this for being awed by the ruthless efficiency of the power struggle, and her voice grows more smug. That's right, Mr. Falk pulls all the string in his side. To put it nicely, that little upstart family was a necessary sacrifice for some scheme. To put it bluntly, they were scapegoats on the chopping block. When the axe would fall, was entirely up to Falk. But the funny thing is, they really thought they would made it into high society, prancing around at parties, putting on their aristocratic airs. It was hilarious. Sallie presses her lips together and says nothing. The harsh laughter rings in her ears. She looks down and pretends to smooth out her dress, trying to hide the fury in her eyes. She doesn't want to hear another word, but she remembers one name, Falke. She quickly excuses herself and slips back into the crowd, but she can't help but glance back. Cassian is still standing behind the bar, his back perfectly straight, like a bronze pillar that's been tarnished but never bent. The woman he was serving turns to leave, offhandedly tossing a few large bills onto the counter. They flutter off the edge onto the carpeted floor. Cassian looks down at them silently, his face unreadable. After a moment, he bends down, gathers the bill one by one, folds them neatly and puts them in the cash box. When he looks up again, that perfect smile is back on his face, as if nothing has happened at all. He's already greeting the next customer. Who doesn't know they were nothing but a joke from the start? Don't tell me you've been fooled by his looks too. Are you really taking him for some fallen young lord?
He is a very convincing actor. But if you look closely, you can still tell the difference between him and a true member of the upper class, like yourself.
Millie quirks her lips, feigning agreement. The guest nods with satisfaction, like he's found a kindred spirit. Right? They were the only one who had no clue. They thought they were one of us, when really everyone was just waiting to watch them crash and burn. Why is everyone in here just such an asshole? Whenever Cassian names comes up, their first reaction is always laughter. Theatrical, contemptuous laughter. They laugh without restraint, like discussing some trivial gossip or savoring a farce that has run its course. He used to put on quite a show at parties. Pretty, played piano well enough, really stood out at first glance. But you know his type, right? Just there for decoration. Once you're done with the decorating, you toss them out and nobody misses them. The gilded glasses glint harshly in the light. They chat and laugh merrily, treating someone downfall as their after-dinner digestive. So really, it's no surprise he end up like this. Their kind always falls the hardest. The one who are coddled with their whole lives but never taught their place. Who would ever mistake them for nobility? Don't make me laugh.
That's true. Nothing escapes your notice when it comes to character.
Sallie inclined her head, forcing down the revulsion as she raises her glass to the noble lords and ladies. Feeling quite pleased with Sallie's flattery, one of the women pats her hand with a titter, as if bestowing upon her some supreme honor. "Oh my, the way you talk. I would almost think you were one of us." That evening, Millie and Sallie made their way through groups of guests, catching more fragments of conversation. Some were fake, others deliberately hollow and evasive, but a few gleamed with chilling truth. At first, they could still plaster on a smile and play along with a flippant laugh, but as the night wore on, the laughter became harder to fake. They could only force their smiles, letting those harsh words cut into their hearts. I remember those silhouettes don't shock when they're dead. On this ship, it makes no difference. Bartender or dancer, man or woman, sinner or ordinary person, they're all the same. To those pleasure seekers, they are nothing more than faces that can be easily replaced, symbols to be summoned, demeaned, and commanded at will. Stamps on one, and no one would even bother to see what they would crush under their heel. It isn't until the night is almost over that they get a break. When a tipsy customer slings his arm around Millie's shoulder and starts to brag, she manages to pull the key piece of information from his loosened tongue with her ability. Yeah. No. Palke, who was just concluded district development meeting in Eastside, is boarding the ship in a few days. Mr. E has personally arranged a private banquet for him, along with a luxurious upper-level suite, complete with private access and round-the-clock security. It's one of the most impenetrable area on the entire Euphoria. Oh, it's not that guy then, not the Two-Faced guy. You know, he never dared to come here before, terrified someone might get the dirt on him. But not anymore. Oh no, he's finally cleaned out all those annoying little obstacles. No one can get in his way anymore. Mr. Falkirk can finally let loose and have a real good time. At dawn, as the last of the revelers disperse, the two return to the backstage lounge with what they've found. Cassian is already there, waiting. After hearing their report, he merely nods slightly, the corner of his mouth lifting in an almost imperceptible curve.
Thanks.
He still sits perfectly straight. The metallic gleam on his finger flickers before disappearing into the shadow of his sleeves, just like the man himself, a master of hiding secrets in the spaces between light and shadow. After a moment of silence, Sallie finally asks hesitantly,
Are you really planning to go through with it? That man, he has so much power.
"Not if he's dead."
I've been waiting for this moment.
But you're going alone.
I can handle it.
Cassian's tone is soft, but it isn't the calm of indifference. It's the calm of a man who is forcing madness and hatred deep into his bones, holding himself together with every ounce of his will.
Then at least take this. With it, you can use my ability, just in case.
Is that another lip balm? Millie pulls a golden lip balm from her pocket and carefully places it in front of Cassian, but he doesn't touch it, only shakes his head. How many lip balm does she has?
Thank you, but I don't need it. I'm already prepared.
Whoa. I think he's Batman now.
Do you not trust us?
He got prep time.
No. This is my business, and it has nothing to do with you. You don't need to be dragged into it.
Imagining Cassian use the lip balm. What are you thinking? Without giving them a chance to respond, Cassian continues. Are you gonna take the lip balm and use it on your own lips after that?
The message you want me to deliver. Is it ready?
How low can you get? Sallie nods and pulls a handwritten note from her pocket. It contains basic information about someone named Theodore and a brief message for help. She clutches the note as if it's her last hope.
Please, find Theodore and get this message to him.
If I could, I will.
I will.
Footsteps come from outside, and the three of them fall silent. Cassian takes the note and rises to leave. The one yellow lamb-like brushing the hem of his shirt. He disappears into the shadows at the end of the corridor. He doesn't look back. Oh, is it time for some killing? Cassian cradles the bottle in his palm and gives it a gentle swirl. The amber liquid sloshes in soft, lazy circles. His gaze falls silent on the curved glass, his expression cool and detached, as if he's watching some vision that has nothing to do with him. The elevator doors open with a ding. He walks slowly into the ship's private lounge. Rose-colored light spills from the crystal chandelier, and the air is thick with a familiar, suffocating mix of alcohol, leather, and sickly sweet perfume. Hello, pretty boy. What brings you here so early today? A sultry voice bursts from the couch. A woman, draped in gossamer silk, reclines against the cushion like a warm, dangerous pool of water. She regards him with the unsettling, suggestive smirk she always wears, one eyebrow arched in amusement.
I'm here to serve your wine.
Wait, is this Falco? I thought Falco is a dude. The woman crooks her finger, and Cassian obediently approaches. He seats himself beside her, eyes downcast, like a well-tamed cat. She takes the bottle, examines the label, and her eyes light up. The reserve vintage from that exclusive winery? I've been trying to get my hands on this for ages. How do you manage to find one?
An ambassador was feeling generous yesterday. I remembered you mentioning this a while back, and thought you might enjoy it.
His voice is gentle, his eyes eager to please. The woman chuckles and pats the back of his hand, her voice smug. Always know how to please me, don't you? Alright, what is it you want this time?
Same as before. I have a message I'd like you to pass along to that person.
Oh, he smiled! Oh, so this is the information agent or whatever it is. I thought it's Falke. He retrieves a folded slip of paper from his pocket and offers it to her respectfully. The woman casually takes it, still toying with the wine bottle. She unfolds the note and glances at it, then clicks her tongue. This note is rather curious. Her finger traces the lines on the page, the smile slowly fading from her lips. Cassian watches her eyes, forcing down his rising unease. His voice remains as gentle as ever.
In what way, madam?
These words, they are so polished, deliberate, almost poetic, but not quite. What little secrets are you hiding in there? Her gaze is mocking, but her voice is suddenly laced with ice. For a moment, the air feels like a taut wire. You were never this careful when you asked me to contact those little friends of yours before. If you ask me, people only use codes in their letters for one reason. They don't want others to find out.
I don't understand what you mean.
Cassian feels his limbs turn cold. His heart sinks, yet he still tries to keep up a look of composure. Cassian, I've always been quite fond of you. I've been willing to turn a blind eye to your little errands. But if you really take me for a fool, well, that's not so cute. The smile returns to her face. She reaches out to caress his chin, her thumb slowly stroking the corner of his lips. The gesture is intimate, but it sends a chill down the spine. And from what I can recall, There's only one rule on this ship, that the service staff, like you, is not allowed to leave. So tell me, Cassian, who are you trying to help escape?
You must be overthinking this.
His tone is gentle, almost pleading. He doesn't push her hand away, he simply sits there, eyes downcast, as if he's making one last attempt to persuade or deceive her. Oh, Cassian. She sighed, shaking her head as she slowly rises to her feet, looming over him. She looks like a proud predator. A lock of her hair brushes against his cheek and chest as she looks down at him. Her eyes filled not with anger, but with pure, undisguised contempt. Even a dog knows how to show its gratitude. But you thought you could lie to me? Use me? Who the hell do you think you are? She takes a step closer, her voice now sharp as claws. Tell me, what do you think Mr. E will do with this little note? You know all too well how he deals with wretched slaves who break his rules, don't you? The air freezes. Slowly, Cassian finally lifts his head. In his calm eyes, a chilling cold begins to surface. His voice is soft as a breeze, but it cuts straight to the bone.
What a shame. I didn't want it to come to this.
Oh, is he gonna kill her? What did you say? She frowns, her gaze following his hand as his fingertips brush against the rim of the bottle. The next second, the liquid inside roils. The aroma of wine thickens into an overwhelming, acrid scent, forming invisible tendrils that bore into her nostril. Her ears, the depth of her consciousness. The woman's face goes slack, her eyes losing focus, like a marionette with its string snipped. She pitches forward into the couch. The room falls silent. Cassian stands there, his chest heaving, palms slick with cold sweat. He only awakened his ability recently, and he's far from skilled, but thankfully it works this time. He bends down and retrieves the woman's communicator. He punches in a number he knows by heart, sends that crucial message, then quickly deletes the record. The number belongs to an information broker in his side. The man owes him a big favor as has been helping him collect information, relay messages, and gather supplies. The broker has a broad intelligence network. Before Cassian boarded the ship, the man had given him the frequency for a public emergency channel in the White Sands. Do know if it would work where you're going, he was said, but better safe than sorry. Oh, I'm glad Cassian also hated her. Of course, I don't think there's a single person that really liked the customer. This time he's asking the man to find Theodore and tell him Sallie is trapped on Euphoria. Please come and save her. He can't contact the man himself because on this cruise ship, every move of the service staff is monitored. Only guests like the noble woman have the freedom to communicate with the outside world and the opportunity to get word out. After destroying the note and cleaning up the scene, he doesn't hurry to leave. Instead, he calmly begins to search her. The woman is a prestigious guest aboard the ship, a master player of power games and a regular patron at Mr. E private parties. Sure enough, in her concealed inner pocket, Cassian finds a silver grey access card engraved with identification codes for the upper level suit. He stared at it for a couple of seconds, his lips twitching, before slipping both card and communicator into his own pocket. Finally, he carefully props the woman up into a sitting position. He picks up the knocked-over glass, refills it with wine, and gently places it back on the coffee table. Where light meets shadow, he straightens up. The wine is still swirling slowly in his palm, glints of amber like dancing between his fingers. The woman, her mind addled by the liquid and her memory compromised, sits frozen, her eyes vacant.
The wine has frayed your nerves. You won't remember what just happened. But I can't fully control this power yet, and my aim isn't great. So if you find you've forgotten something else...
Oh.
My apologies.
Is he like a waterbender? He turns and leaves. The wine swirls silently, settling back into the bottle. Outside, the corridor remains unchanged, the red carpet meeting the dark night. And here, amid the unending, raucous revelry, a hidden thread has quietly come loose. The night is intoxicating, dazzling like shimmer, and amid ceaseless indulgence, Cassian stands behind the bar as always, dressed in his pristine white shirt, cuffs perfectly pressed, his face calm. He mixes drinks, smiles, and makes a small talk with flawless grace. But sometimes he glances up at the clock on the wall. As midnight approaches, he quietly lifts a silver tray bearing a bottle of unlabeled wine. He crosses the red carpet, slipping into a blind spot of the banquet. This is the time window that Millie and Sallie learn from the staff. The moment when the security shift change, patrols are thin, and the watch is lax. He avoids the main hall, circles around the back corridor, and stops before a metal door hidden behind a gilded carved wall. He swipes the silver keycard. It beeps softly, and the door swings open to reveal a private elevator to the upper level suites. He steps inside and presses the button for the top floor. I wonder. The moment the doors open, two fully armed security guards block his path. Stop. You're not a resident of this floor. How do you get up here?
Mr. Falk ordered a bottle of wine. His usual blend. I'm here to deliver it.
Cassian holds the tray steady, his voice gentle, but the other guard steps closer, brow furrowed, warily examining his name tag and the silver tray with growing suspicion. We were notified. Turn around and leave, now, or we have the right to... He doesn't finish his words. With the slightest tremor of Cassian's fingers, the wine in the bottle ripples imperceptibly. A few amber strands rise from the liquid, slipping through the gaps in the cork and into the guard's nostril. For a second, their expression goes slack, a flicker of confusion clouding their eyes. Right, I remember now. There was something like that. Go ahead, make it quick. Cassian doesn't reply. He nods quietly and steps through the space they make for him. From around the corridor comes a stifled sob. Cassian follows the sound and sees a figure slumped on the carpet in the dim light. Someone who looks remarkably like his former self. The young nobleman who once dominated the high society is still wearing a gold-embroidered jacket, but his face is stained with tears. He clutches his head, choking back sobs, mumbling a name over and over with despair and humiliation. He won't see me. Said I'm not worth his time. My family, we have nothing left. Oh, this is another victim of that folk guy. The guard posted nearby pay him no mind. They are used to this scene. He isn't the first to break down here, and he won't be the last. Cassian doesn't stop either. He spares the familiar figure one silent glance, then looks away. There is no time for sympathy, no time to dwell on the past. He has more important things to do. He presses on, his step firm, leaving the broken echoes and desperate struggles behind. His control over his ability is still rough, and dealing with the security guard has drained considerable energy. A burning heat spreads through the depth of his consciousness. He feels exhausted, yet strangely awake. The exhilarating rush of impending revenge, the power, restlessness, and craving as his mind merges with mania. At last, Cassian reaches the end of the corridor. The warm glow of the scones falls across his face, illuminating quiet, detached eyes that hide a cold, razor-sharp edge. He seems to be looking into a mirror and seeing the man he has become. Before the wreckage of his old dreams, he has finally reached the turning point of fate. Cassian takes a deep breath. He raises his hand and knocks on the heavy, gold-trimmed door. Eh? Where are we going to backstage? I want to see how it goes. The show has started. The dressing room is deserted, its lights off. The door creaks open and a figure peeks inside cautiously before tiptoeing in.
I was only gone for 3 days, and they already packed all my stuff away.
She walks to her vanity, where only a few basic makeup tools remain. Her fingertip glides across the surface, tracing a line through a thin layer of dust. Crouching down, she rummages through the drawers until, at the very back, she finds the familiar doll in the grey trench coat and a few letters she had written. If something bad happened to my man, kill Mr. E and fuck.
Thank goodness you're still here. Otherwise, I'd really have to give Mr. E a piece of my mind.
Whoa, I want to see that. She sits the doll in a corner of the vanity, then sets down the letters on the tabletop, next to the photograph she always carries with her. She doesn't turn on the lights. Leaning against the table, she lights a small candle. Its fragile flame casts a gentle glow on this fleeting moment of peace. Oh.
This place hardly ever gives us time to rest. No dancing, no guests to entertain. It's nice.
She looks like Cinderella.
Remember when I told you I was going to help Sallie elope? I meant it. It wasn't just some crazy idea. I even took out the creep who was hurting her. Got a few cuts myself. But it's okay. It doesn't hurt anymore. Mr. E had me patched up. After all, there's a long line of guests waiting to chat with me. It's almost embarrassing to say it out loud.
She gently traces the outline of the person in the photo, leaning close as if worried they might not hear.
I know Mr. E keeps us locked up here because he's afraid of us. His eyes are everywhere. But even the most airtight cage has
turn me
cracks.
into marketable
right?
plushie. I think they're gonna make money if they actually make Chief plushie. Actually.
Once I know the name of Sallie's sweetheart, I can find a way to get word out. The guests, Cassian, the
But
staff
Chief,
who
your
love
debt
to
will be
gossip,
gone if you become
they could
marketable.
all be our chance. Speaking of Cassian, that guy seems easygoing, but he's got his guard up. Still, I know he's waiting for his chance. As long as we want the same thing, he'll help me. I'm sure of it. What do you think, darling?
Darling!
It's a pretty solid plan, isn't it?
Is it make her like the third person to call Chief darling? We have maybe 4 actually. 0, I think 0, Ying Ying, Graves, and now we have Millie. What are we, darling?
It feels incredible. I'm actually helping someone. I can protect someone. It makes me so happy. When we see each other, will you be proud of me?
I'm curious when she meets Chief the first time though. That's when I'm really curious. Outside, the festive music is winding down. Millie knows her rare moment of peace is over. As footsteps approach, she reluctantly stows the photo and letters and closes the drawer.
Oops, someone's coming. I'll talk to you later. Maybe the next time we talk, I'll have good news. Wait for me, okay?
Whoa! Eh? Oh, there's something in there. We have too much darling anyway. Getting off work early today. Hey, that lipstick Millie gave me really works. I tried it on a couple of idiots. It worked wonders. Just a little dab, and instead of getting handsy, they started blubbering about their first love. It was hilarious. Millie, can you give me some to the other girls too? Good things are meant to be shared. Millie, still wearing that gentle smile, nods softly. You mean this? Millie gave it to us a long time ago, but we only use it when things get really bad. Mr. E would be furious if he found out. Celine pulls a grimy stub of lipstick from her pocket. She must have been carrying it with her for a long time, carefully hidden. Oh, so basically they have like a way to protect themselves. Hey, you snow chick. Got you. Get over here. I ain't done drinking yet. Where do you think you're going? Snow forces a strange smile, trying to shake off the harassing guest, but he grabs her hair and yanks her toward him, refusing to let up. Oh, dude. Hold on, take it easy. If you want to have a good time, why not tell me about your love? Love? Bullshit. I don't give a damn. I've never believed in that crap. Millie says nothing. She gently takes the guest's arm and activates her ability. Love? Love? I remember now. Back in school, there was this girl who kept stealing glances at me. She had a crush on me. I know. Oh shit. The guest rambled on about his unrequited love as Millie guides him out the door. You saw what happened at the bar, right? Millie's ability is amazing. If we use her lipstick right and combine it with everyone's abilities, we can get out of this place. I've told you a million times, there's no way you can escape. If you want to get yourself killed, fine. Just don't get any of your blood on me. I don't believe that. When we get out of here, we might even bring you along for the ride. Shut up. Don't even joke about that. You will get us all killed, you idiot. She shoves Sallie against the wall and clamps a hand over her mouth, as if she's just said something horrendous. Millie takes the magician's arm and gently shakes her head. The magician slowly lets go of Sallie, then leans in to whisper in her ear. You have no idea what you're talking about, but thanks for thinking of me. What is the dustbin? Oh, handbook. Here we go again. Euphoria Employee Handbook. Let's see what kind of nonsense they've put in here. Why are you reading that crap? That things belong in the trash. Euphoria is committed to delivering an impeccable luxury experience for every customer. This guide establishes a unified service stance for all staff. Please complete the following question based on the employee handbook. Beat the customer up on the spot to report to the supervisor, politely object while maintaining dignity. I'm picking A. I'm strong enough to beat the hell out of those bastards. Count me in. Wow. Are they become bestie now? Supervisor, Mr. E. He doesn't care if we live or die. Maintain our dignity. Is there even such a thing as dignity on Euphoria? It's D. I actually read this crap when I was bored. Where's the D? Be grateful for this chance to grow. Oh my god, this handbook is shit. Choice success. Ah, of course, another bullshit option. Who the hell wrote this thing anyway? Probably Mr. E. I heard it was one of the regulars, the CEO of some tech company. Yeah, that's the one. I heard his company employee handbook is even worse than this. You will be screwed if the gas list from this ship ever got out. Shh! Don't say stuff like that. The boss might hear you. This is like become like a girl night or something. I mean, like at the start, at day one, I thought they're like hating each other, but now they seem like very buddy. Alright, break is over. Time to get some intel. Let's go. I'm sure we will find out a lot more today. Oh, don't forget to keep an eye out for news about him. I have this feeling that he will come to this ship for me. I hope I'm at my best when he gets here. Yeah, there's no talking you out of it. If I hear anything about the love of your dreams, I will let you know. What about Cassian though? What happened to him? Is he successful? For some people, power is a sweet burden that makes them craft the superiority to match. Laws, moral, general equality all become sources of discontent. Deep down, they hunger to stand above the masses. Trampling on other people has lost its novelty. What they truly desire is to crush rules and reason. Let Cassian be safe, let Cassian... I mean, we have his interrogation, so naturally he will be safe, you know. And so, Euphoria became the perfect choice. After all, anyone can buy the company of celebrities and socialities in this city. But few have the nerve to entertain themselves with sinners. Ordinary people lack the means, or the right. Now this is the true privilege. Once a few of these rotten old leeches were reeled in, it was natural that a clientele eager to gain their favor would follow. Through careful dealing and a constantly grown legend, Euphoria was shaped into the fabled haven among the elites. That's what Cassian explained, though Sallie doesn't quite understand. Not being a sinner makes her less popular, which also leaves her free to listen in from the corners. It doesn't take long for her to pick up on something. I heard that good-for-nothing son of theirs got dumped by some woman. He's been moping at home since. We all told him to get out, have some fun, play around with girls, sure, but a club dancer? Dude's got no standards. If you ask me, with how shaky things are right now, he should forget about the chick and focus on shoring up his connection. His family doesn't have much to their name. Who knows, they'll be back to square one any day. Oh, is he talking about Theodore? I mean, she's a dancer, right? They might want connections, but others might not want theirs. A lot goes into marriage alliances. Money, power, social circles. Can't afford to ignore any of those. Well, that's what this place is for. Blow off some steam, have a little fun, and still get some real business done. Hey, why Cassian is here? Is he done? Sallie barely dares to breathe. Her heart pounding, she glances at Millie, who makes an excited heart sign with her hands. She sneaks a look at Cassian. The bartender gives no outward sign, but offers the slightest of nod. So they really are talking about Theodore? Yeah. She wants to hear more, to learn about his situation. Why did they say he was dumb? What happened? But love affairs are too common in his side to warrant discussion. The conversation has already moved on. Only he has the luxury of moping about a breakup. We have bigger problems to worry about. A lot of backdoor deals got investigations after the Great Expo. My old man's terrified they will start coming for everyone who greased Fraser wheels at the Silage Society. Hey, you got any inside info on that? Me? I do stocks. How will I know about that stuff? Last time I heard about Fraser infiltrating this city, it was from you guys here. Shh, keep it down. You don't talk about that in the open. Walls have ears. Someone might get the dirt on you. You must be new here. Still learning the ropes, huh? Let me put it this way. This is the only safe place to talk. Euphoria's lips are sealed, and none of us here would ever rat each other out. Nobody wants to hear Mr. E says to them. You wouldn't want the word getting out about your visit here, would you? See, we are all in the same boat. Exactly, and here's some good news. I heard from Silage that the bureau chief is dead. You know, the one who wouldn't stop yelling about catching traitors? The clown's gone for real. The lounge erupts in laughter. Sallie doesn't quite understand what they were saying, but in that moment, she feels an inexplicable chill. Oh no! Hold it, Millie, don't! In a corner of the room, as the crowd cheers for one person's death, Millie, whose smile is usually as brilliant as the sun, suddenly turns ice cold. Her face falls into shadow, her hand clenching her wine glass. A dinner knife lies not far from her reach. No, no! The moment sends chills down Sallie's spine, but the celebrating crowd clearly has no idea of the impending danger. You know, that dog from the 9 agency got beaten half to death at the Great Expo. Gone missing now. They say there's a new black ring, BR005. We are dead, Chief's dead, huh? No, Chief is in a coma after chapter 17. This is probably like some part that people don't notice. But do you know like how in every ending we have like those credits roll? Yeah. There's a small information there that Chief actually fall into a coma after chapter 17. You can check my recording on the last episode of chapter 17 and pause it and you can read it. Chief is alive. It's not really spoiler because on the previous episode we see Chief already talking with the doctor, so it's not really spoiler. Oh, where's it? Silage says the Chief was linked to the black ring and the mania rotted him away. Great job, Fraser. A black ring that big? No way he's still kicking after that. Well, that's the best news I've heard all day. Serve him right for hounding us. Come raise your glass, my friends. It's time to celebrate. Oh no, Millie? The sound that follows isn't the clear clink of a toast, but the explosive crack of shattering glass. Millie, no. Rather than raising her glass in toast, Millie crushes it in her grip. Wow, she's strong. The blood-red liquid runs through her fingers, dripping slowly to the floor. What the hell? What's your problem? The festive atmosphere is shattered. All eyes turn toward the disturbance. The air suddenly tense. Sallie turns at the sound and stares into a face pale as death. Millie's eyes are vacant but sharp. She's ready to tear apart everything in her sight. Dropping the shattered glass, she snatches the dinner knife. Her shoulders tense, coiling to launch into the crowd. Without time to think, Sallie throws herself forward and wraps her arms tightly around Millie.
It's nothing. She's just so excited. She got a little carried away. Broke her glass and cut her hand. I'll take her to get it cleaned up.
I mean, if someone that is as cheerful as Millie suddenly have this expression, nothing can save you. You should run.
Millie, you've had too much to drink. Come on, let's step outside for some air, okay? I know you're hurting, but this isn't the time to break down. Please, not here. Don't let them see you like this.
Nah, Chief already eaten 3 black rings and many a monster from S-class, he is fine. Wait, was it 3? I thought it's 2. BR004, BR001, and BR0... Oh yeah, that's 3. God damn. No, wait. I think the BR002 was eaten by the underground shepherd. I think Chief only had 2. Or maybe it only absorbed the corpus. I forgot. She turns to Millie, speaking in a hushed whisper while reaching out to grip Millie's wrist, shielding the knife in Millie's right hand with her body.
Please, Millie. For my sake. Okay?
They stand locked together for a moment, finally with a tremble through her shoulders. Millie's clenched fingers slowly loosen. The knife slips from her grasp and clatters to the floor with a sharp, cold clang.
Just a minor accident. Please, don't let it spoil your evening.
Get her out of here. Totally ruined the mood. Cassian steps out from behind the bar to calm the startled guests, positioning himself between Millie and the crowd. Meanwhile, under the cover of the other dancers, Sallie helps Millie get away from the scene. Wait, what happened? I'm curious with what happened to Cassian though. Did he successfully kill Falk? The ship doctor bandages Millie's hand before sending Sallie back to work. Sallie wants to stay but can't find an excuse. Millie doesn't look like she wants to talk. For the first time, the woman, always as bright as the sun, has lost all traces of her smile. Her eyes are vacant, like a gaping abyss. She sits stiffly in the dressing room, quiet and still, in a space filled with a cold, dead silence. If he kill Falk, then it's going to be new chaos, so maybe he just take a glance. But what if this is his only chance? There's no way she can work like this. The doctor seems ready to report her condition. Sallie paces anxiously, slipping away when she finds a chance. She runs into Cassian at the doorway. They gaze at Millie, who still sits frozen, lost in a black hole of time.
What's the matter with her? You and Millie go way back. You must know something. Why don't you fill me in, so I can comfort her?
I mean, she heard that her loved one is dead. Of course she gonna like.
You're worried about her?
Moody. Sallie gives him a withering look. Cassian shows no hint of mockery. He only toys with his finger chain in silence. After a few seconds, he finally relents.
You know Millie has a lover, right?
Not exactly a lover. Of course she knows, the man who holds a special place in Millie's heart. Her hero, her love, her dream.
Why are you bringing that up? Don't tell me.
Oh, so Sallie cannot correct the dot? Then it dawns on Sallie. He's the subject of the guest gossip, the MBCC chief.
In a place like this, you have to find something to hold on to. If you don't, you'll go insane. Or turn into some mindless beast they have to put down.
Lover. More like self-proclaimed, yeah. Yeah, I think he killed him or made him into vegetable. Why do we skip that part though? Like, this is a good part.
It's not my place to tell Millie's story. We all came here for different reasons, but we meet the same end.
He pauses, his gaze drifting down the long hallway.
You think she's an idiot, don't you?
Well, at first I did, but now I...
It's fine. She is an idiot. She was sold to the lowest rungs of the syndicate.
Fear runs through Sallie as she remembers her own ordeal in East Side. Millie, then, Cassian could see what she's thinking.
In the syndicate, she was another face in the muck. No one cared what she looked like. It wasn't until she got here that Mr. E spent the money and time to dress her up into what you see now.
Wow. It possibly is like a huge glow up there. Grave legally married on Chief.
See that blonde hair?
He didn't like that
To
marriage
the
though.
gang, Millie was just a good luck charm. They bought her for good fortune, dragged her to every business deal, called her a sinner who could bring wealth. And when they didn't get rich, they beat the hell out of her.
She's like so pretty though.
She tried to run many times. Each time, they tracked her back and beat her worse. Eventually, she couldn't run anymore. Just survived on her sad, B-class ability. Back then, all she could do was numb those who touched her, so they wouldn't hit her quite as hard.
So that's why she loves that person so much. The hero of Syndicate. But that place has been liberated. How did she end up here?
Oh, is he gonna be like...
Some people are just born unlucky. That's all there is to it.
They fall silent.
Right before the West District was fully liberated, before she could finally be free, the gang sold her off to the Desert Bandits for one last score. Later, Mr. E found her when she was going around looking for weak sinners. He bought her cheap, grew her talent, and turned her into the jewel of Euphoria. The reason she's held on this long is probably because in those dark syndicate days, she really did see a hero.
So she meets during chapter 13? Backstage, Sallie gently knocks on the door before stepping inside. She finds Millie, who's curled up in a ball, and crouches down beside her.
Millie, were you crying?
So if it's chapter 13, then it's not like maybe 1 year.
It's just hearsay. It might not even be true. Maybe it's just a rumor the chief put out to throw them off. Do you really love him that much? You've never even met or spent any time together.
Chief is her spiritual pillar. Yeah.
We did meet once.
Millie finally speaks, her voice slow and choked with tears.
He's good. He's great. He's the best person I've ever met. Everything I'm doing here is so I could be by his side. I want to be like him. I want to become a good person like he is. If he's gone...
Millie's voice trembles as she trails off. Sallie grabs her hand, trying to give her strength.
You're already a good person, Millie. You've been helping me this whole time, haven't you? Where I used to work back in Eastside, the girls always said to watch out for love, that it can make you lose yourself, make you think you can't live without someone. But that's not true. You can live without anyone. When one person leaves, another one will come along to love you. At least, in here, I really, really want you to be okay. You were going to help me escape, remember? When we get out of here together, so many more people will love you. You'll see a bigger world, sing on bigger stages.
A bigger world? What do you mean?
Huh?
He's the best person in the world. I don't need anything else.
What if he never comes? Are you just going to wait forever? What if he really is dead?
Millie grips tighten on the grey doll, and Sallie cuts herself off. After a long silence, Millie speaks quietly.
That won't happen.
Don't bother. Mr. E is much better at brainwashing than you are. He's been filling her head with nonsense for years to keep her under his control.
So how long? I'm a bit confused, like how long is Millie actually in here? He said like 4 years. But if like the silhouette is Chief during chapter 13, then it's probably like around 1 or 2 years, don't you think? Since that syndicate liberation. Cassian is leaning against the doorway.
She didn't have your luck. She never went to school, never saw the world outside. What you're talking about are things reserved for the fortunate. Those born unfortunate can't even see the path to change their fate.
He walks closer and crouches down so Millie can look directly into his eyes.
Millie, I have good news. You'll want to hear this. I found Theodore's address. Unfortunately, he's away on a trip, but he's expected to be back in 2 weeks.
He turns to look at Sallie.
Wait a little longer. When he's back, I'll let him know you were sold to this place. I'll arrange a meeting.
Really?
A glimmer of light shines in Millie's eyes. Even in her grief, she's still happy for her friend.
Did you hear that, Sallie? Your love is coming for you. He's going to save you from this place.
It's true. Everything will be all right. And your love will be fine, too. Good people don't die that easily, right?
Ah, that's right. I can't stay down in the dumps forever. Sallie needs me. I have to pull myself together.
Oh, Millie. She pushes herself to her feet and pats her cheeks. Her pale face brightens with that brilliant smile again, just like when she takes the stage.
Come on, Sallie. We still have a lot to do. Don't you worry about a thing. Trust Cassian, and trust me, okay? Mr. E won't do
Don't worry,
anything to
we
me.
can
The
rebrainwash
worst he can
Millie.
do is lock
Chief is
me
good
up
at
for a
that.
little while.
But then, you'll be all alone.
It's okay. Waiting isn't hard.
Sweet honey girl. She cut Sallie off as if to bolster her own courage.
It's not so hard when you have something to believe in.
Oh, is it gonna be performance? The show waits for no one, certainly not for Sallie and Millie's plan. Millie is in an awful state. Mr. E doctor patches her up, but it was only a surface level fix. Her skin looks flawless, but the damage to her bones and muscle remains. Her movements lack their usual grace. Her balance is off, her gaze distant. She can't even spot properly in her turns. Right now, her mind is consumed with worry for Chief. Though she tries to act like nothing is wrong, her body can't lie. What's wrong with Millie today? Don't tell me she's throwing the show to give us a chance. Aren't you always looking for more clients? Go on, steal her spot. Get a taste of what it's like to be the star. This is your big chance. The performers waiting in the wings jostle and taunt. In the restless backstage, Sallie watches Millie's strange smile from behind the curtain and can't help but feel worried.
If I don't do something, things are going to end badly.
But is it boss?
I'm so happy you came to
Here.
There is nothing to... Oh my! If I had known there'd be...
a person.
As mysterious blooms, behold the splendor.
Eh, why Faturu and Hastia don't attack? Oh, it's only one way. I think in Cassian interrogation we will see what happened with Fog. Maybe that might be wrong though. It's possible if they will have some loose end in the story. Usually they have to settle it in the interrogation. Sallie struts onto the stage. Instead of heading for the champagne tower, she claps her hands, signaling for the spotlight to find her. In an instant, she covers for Millie's mistake. The lights dim, the audience gasps in surprise. The spotlight fixates on her, drawing all eyes like when she fell on that first night. But this time, Sallie doesn't panic. She walks to the center of the stage, breaking from the routine. A spin, a flick of her hair, she moves it with sharp precision. Her dance is fierce, sensual. Each step slashes through the air like claws. Whistles and applause begin to rise from the crowd. Meanwhile, Millie regains her composure and slips back into position. The show continues without a hitch. Nice save. As he passes Celine, even the resident Ice Queen offers a quiet compliment. Miracles do happen. Show off. The magician scoffs, but her action betrays her words as she quickly adjusts her move to match Sallie's lead. It almost looks like she's enjoying herself.
I changed the dance routine. I just hope Mr. E isn't watching.
Isn't that a good thing? Well, at least Millie's safe. I covered for her. That's all that matters, right? The joy of helping her friend and the thrill of the long-missed applause fill her with happiness. She used to fantasize about moments like this back in East Side, earning respect with her own skill. Back then, she would bow to the audience, so out of habit, Sallie looks toward the crowd. In the next second, she freezes. At the edge of the distant booth sits a man without a mask. He's surrounded by leering dandies, their arms slung around his shoulders. Everyone at that table is roaring with raucous laughter. Despite the dim light and noisy crowd, Sallie recognized that face instantly.
Theodore!
Huh? He's here? When third anniversary will start? I think we're gonna have like 2 more events. So wait, maybe October. I think maybe November. I'll say. The moment their eyes meet, Sallie's movement falters. He recognizes her too. Of course he does. How many times has he looked up at her on a stage like this? Her heart hammers. She would imagine Theodore might come, but not this soon. I thought he's like 2 weeks away. Did he get word ahead of time? Did he come all this way for her? How did he convince his family? Fireworks explode in Sallie's mind, filling her with joy.
Idiot! You idiot!
But the touching reunion never comes. As Theodore snaps out of his shock, his first instinct is to whip his head away, avoiding her gaze, almost like he's about to flee. Don't tell me he's not to save her. He actually here to having fun? No. No. It isn't the joy of seeing a lover again. It's the shock on Merlot's face when his mask was torn off. The panic of a dark, foul scene being dragged into the light. It's fear, shame, guilt. Yeah, the anniversary after Cinex. It is not love. Cold reality crashes over Sallie like ice.
I found Theodore's address. Unfortunately, he's away on a trip, but he's expected to be back in 2 weeks.
No! What? So the 2 weeks trip is he's going to the cruise?
Wait a little longer. When he's back, I'll let him know you were sold to this place. I'll arrange a meeting.
Oh, this feels like you're caught cheating. Well, technically they're not together, but
That's right. He hasn't gotten the message yet. He couldn't have known I'm here. He didn't come to save me. Then, what is he doing here?
he left for here. Yeah, he's here too.
He's a patron, of course. Just like everyone else here. Like that bastard in the mask. He's an honored guest on this ship. He's here to have his fun with me.
This is so heartbreaking for her, must be.
I'm the fool. I'm the real fool.
Oh no. The music doesn't stop, the show goes on. Sallie Dunn turns staccato. She grins her hips, turns, teasing the guests below. Her eyes nail Theodore to his spot. That coward doesn't even have the courage to look up.
See, Millie? Love is so foolish. How did I ever believe in such lies?
Oh no. On stage, Sallie unleashed all the anxiety and fear she had felt since being brought to this place. Her arms fly open, tearing threads in the air, like breaking free from unseen chains. This is gonna be like the starting of independent woman arc for Sallie. As the music draws to a close, a bitter smile appears on Sallie's lips. On the final note, she slams her fist into the stage, striking out the end to her love story.
Millie was wrong. It was never true love. It was just some small-town dancer who didn't know her place.
The lights dim and the room erupts in cheers. Sallie throws her head back, shoulders heaving as she gasps for breath over her racing heartbeat. Her eyes scan the audience, but the familiar figure is already gone. I'm actually very disappointed with Theodore. Like, fuck that man. The curtain slowly falls to the thunderous applause. Sallie can't remember how she made it off the stage. Like, what the hell, man? Oh, we have something new. Since when? Okay, this one is the Madame. I'm not sure which one is this. Oh, this one is the Sallie one. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, gracing our stage tonight is the flower of the north, born from ice and snow, the last descendant of a land devoured by the apocalypse, here to bring you a dazzling show of winter. The Snow Princess. The MC's sleazy voice boomed as the girl, clad in a revealing costume, walked onto the stage. With a wave of her left hand, a shower of ice crystal flew out, freezing mid-air into a snowbird. Oh, this is Snow story. The transparent creature circled above the audience, drawing gasps of wonder. With a wave of her right hand, the crystal scattered in the air, catching the stage light and transforming into the aurora from her memories. Look at her, ladies and gentlemen. The Princess of Snow traveled thousands of miles to Euphoria to follow her dreams and perform for you tonight. As a northerner, she doesn't fear the cold, but she's still not used to the southern heat. See? The less she wears, the happier she is. Let's hear it for the Snow Princess. And now, the bidding begins. Tonight, highest bidder will win special service, Eve of Snow. Later that night, the girl wept in silence backstage, her body covered in wounds. Her identity, her homeland, the snow she loved, everything that once filled her with such pride had become objects for mockery and humiliation. Playthings for others' amusement. She had done nothing wrong. All she wanted was to go to this city, to see the snow somewhere far from home. But she had been tricked and brought here instead. Why was she being punished like this? Because she was from the Outlands? Because she was weak? Or because she was a sinner? She thought about ending it all, but the ship was lined with cameras. If she failed, even worse punishment would await her. She clutches the necklace at her throat, a gift the boy gave her all those years ago. When she left home, it was her only remaining link to her homeland, her past. She wanted to draw a small measure of strength from it, but when she summoned the memories, when she tried to recall that boy, her knight, his face had already blurred. Oh no, that's sad. He talks so sweet. How could be? Yeah. Yeah, isn't it like a man thing? This one is what? Which one is this? I completely forgot. If I read it like part by part, I completely forgot what's the story about. Come on, cry for me. If you don't, I'm going to crush it. The same guest snarled, clutching Celine Petbird in his hand. Two of his cronies held her arms fast. That annoying Millie isn't here to protect you this time. Come on, cry for me this instant, and I'll let it go. His grip tightened, the bird shrieked, its tiny claws scrabbling against his flesh, but its screech grew fainter and fainter. She wanted to cry, but no tears would come. She tried to force them, wring them out of her empty eyes to save her bird, but there was nothing. She opened her mouth to beg for mercy, but no words formed. Stubborn beep! Nothing gets to you, huh? The guest spat, clenching his hand into a tight fist. A few small feathers poked out from between his knuckles. Celine collapsed to her knees not long after. She received a gift, a feathered wand made from her bird plumes. Oh, so that's what it is. I thought it's too used to, like, whip people. A tool for tickling or for punishment. Okay, I was right about this thing. It had been dyed a garish pink like some heartless mockery. She stared blankly at the sadistic joke, then walked to the empty cage. She refilled the water and proceeded to feed a bird that was no longer there. Her movements were slow, as if intending to a hope for survival, one that had been taken away, but still, she didn't cry, not a single tear fell. Okay, so this is Snow, this one is Celine, this one is Madame Papillon. This one is Cassian story. Hey, I don't think it's Cassian. I think it's the masochist, isn't it? The two-faced guy. This is the golden mask. He's dead already. And this one is Sallie. Imagine if Chief was guest undercover. I mean, like, Chief has been in undercover for a while. Couple of times already. I think this one is Madame Papillon. I'm pretty sure this one is Madame Papillon. And this guy is the masochist one. Mr. E emerges from the crowd, clapping gracefully before leaning in to whisper in Sallie's ear. Very good. You've adapted to life here. I knew such celebrated dancer wouldn't disappoint. I was right about you. It's been a long time since we've seen such an extraordinary performance. Millie has a true rival now. I'm making you head of the dancers. You will be in charge of training the girls. I want to see you and Millie on that stage, together giving our guests the finest shows they've ever seen. His words trickle past Sallie's ear like sand. She registers nothing. All she wants now is to get backstage and be left alone. The two-faced prince somehow become the masochist one. Maybe that's what it means by the two-face, you know. One is a prince with dignity, one is the masochist that lost his dignity. As Sallie approaches the bar, everyone around her applauds. Magnificent, a performance worthy of the grandest stage in East Side. Truly a show to remember. Now come, crawl to me and I'll give you the reward you deserve. God damn it. Finally, something worth watching besides Millie's performance. Perhaps you're the one to take her crown. But Sallie doesn't hear them. She ignores the groping hands, the tugs on her dress. A piece of her heart has been ripped out, leaving a gaping numbness after the unbearable pain. I want a side event about the prince and macchiato in action. Sallie, are you okay? Sallie? Sallie? She grabs Sallie's hand, worried, but Sallie lets her body drag itself forward until her arm is pulled free from Sallie's grasp. Sallie scans the audience with desperate eyes. She needs to see that familiar face one last time to find out this was all just a horrible mistake. Enough, Sallie. Stop lying to yourself. 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 Oh, Cassian's gone. I think we need to confront Theodore, you know? I'm seriously, man. I want Sallie to slap him. How dare you? You know, that typical drama. Sallie stumbles back into the dressing room on unsteady feet. Millie and Cassian are already there, waiting to discuss the next step of their plan. Sallie's spirits are crushed, a bitter anger simmering in her heart.
You shouldn't have done that. Drawing attention from Mr. E and the guests does us no good.
Don't blame Sallie. It was my fault. She had to step in because I messed up.
Dude, I highly approve that. What did Yulen say? Oh, the sad event with macchiato. Millie scratches her cheek sheepishly. Despite her low mood, she tries to perk herself up to defend Sallie.
And it's not all bad. At least Sallie won't be bullied anymore. Mr. E protects the ones who are popular.
I think these two haven't realized that Theodore is already here, right?
That's irrelevant. The problem is, once you're noticed, it becomes much harder to escape. In any case, you two can't afford any more complications. We need to get Sallie out of here as soon as possible. Let's move the plan up. There's been a mysterious fleet lurking nearby. I've hidden a small boat on the muster deck that can make short trips. Once we're out of here, we can try slipping into that group. Even if they're desert bandits.
Oh, mysterious fleet. Could be his chief.
It won't work. I'm not going.
Oh no, I knew it. Sallie, who had been silent until now, speaks in a hoarse, exhausted voice. Her words shocked the other two.
Think about it. The guests, all masked and covered up. What Mr. E said when he threatened you. All the unspeakable things they discuss. I get it now. From the moment we were sold here, Dancers like us were never meant to leave alive. That's why they can be so reckless. Why they can speak so freely about those things. So don't waste your time. Staying here isn't so bad, is it? I've made a place for myself. I'll probably have a good life here. Maybe Euphoria is about to have its second jewel.
Don't say that! Mr. E promised me before that if my love came for me, he'd let me go. It's the same for you,
Oh
Sallie.
no.
Once Theodore comes for you, Mr. E will let you leave.
Theodore, come for me?
She leans her head against the wall, her body shaking with a low laughter. It goes on and on until her hair falls over her face, leaving only a grin that keeps stretching. Finally, she stops, tired from her laughter.
There's no need to wait. He's already here.
Oh no, the sound, this music.
He's here?
Millie looks at Cassian, bewildered. Cassian is clearly taken aback, but when he sees Sallie's bowed head and hears the spite in her voice, his expression turns grave.
Shocking, right? He's here. I saw him. And he saw me. He wasn't wearing a mask. Probably a new guest who doesn't know the rules. I wish you could have seen the look on his face. So ugly. I've never seen such a wretched face. Why do you think he looked that way? Because his former lover had sunk to this place? Or because he knows how shameful it is coming to a place like this to get his kicks? I wonder if he's scrambling to find a mask right now. He's not here to save me. He's here to have fun. Just like every other guest here. Like that masked bastard. They're all the same. Scumbags! Millie, you told me that if we found him, he would get me out of here. That we could be together. And I believed you. Well, we found him. What do you think he'll do? Profess his love for me with a straight face? Or just kill me to shut me up? A lowly dancer like me must be a real embarrassment to him here, right?
Sallie.
Millie reaches to take her hands. They are as cold as ice.
Maybe there's some kind of misunderstanding? Should we find a chance to talk to him first?
You find him and slap him, I guess.
You said he's here? I'll go find him right now. I'll set up a time for him to meet you.
Sallie laughs even harder. She stares at her new friend.
Open your eyes, Millie. You heard it too that day. For new rich families like his, the only way up is through connections and resources. Before they establish themselves, they won't let anything drag them down. And me? What can I possibly give him? I'm just a nobody stuck in the wings, drowning in debt with no connections and a tattered reputation. The gap between us isn't something a love letter can bridge. None of that matters in fairy tales. The prince and the poor girl will live happily ever after. But in reality, when people like him come to their senses, they'll write it all off as a beautiful mistake and move on to their next game. I was an idiot. Caught the fancy of a rich boy. Lost my job. Got loan sharks on my tail. He said he'd do everything to make me happy. And then, he vanished. Where was he when I ended up in this hellhole? Did he come here to save me? It's pathetic. It was so obvious, and I pretended not to see. I knew this world was rotten to the core, full of scheming and deceit. Yet I still fell for his lies. Why did I ever think he would come for me? Why would I think he's any different from all those beasts in human skin? And the most pathetic one of all is me. Millie, I actually let your stupid nonsense about true love get to me. I actually thought I could escape this place. And now, reality slapped me right in the face. To hell with true love! To hell with light! I thought I was rational, realistic, but I still went along with your charade. What a joke.
Sallie!
As her tirade goes on, Sallie is on the verge of a breakdown. Millie rushes forward and throws her arms around her, holding her as she starts to sway.
You should still go see him. You're different from me. You and Theodore dated. You should know what kind of person he is better than anyone. You're so smart. You wouldn't be so easily fooled, right? Go ask him. This is a rare chance to see him again. Even if it's just to see him for who he truly is.
Millie's attempts at comfort does nothing to ease the tension. Sallie slowly looks up and smiles mockingly.
I really envy you. Millie, you're even dumber than I am.
Damn, I don't even know if it's a compliment or an insult. Millie is taken aback. Cassian realizes what Sallie is about to say and steps forward, trying to put himself between the girls.
Sallie.
Cassian feels like the big brother here. Sallie ignores him, shoving him aside. She keeps her eyes on Millie. She grabs Millie's wrist and pulls her close.
You never went to school, did you? Never saw the outside world, right?
Oh
Wow.
no.
Let me tell you. Did you know, Millie? Out there, in Eastside, in this city, love is the dumbest joke there is. All that talk about love and destiny. It's all lies. There's no such thing as love at first sight. That's not a fairy tale. It's a script designed to fool people. Just like the act you put on stage. What is love, really? It's a hormonal impulse, a hit of dopamine, a fantasy painted out of loneliness. Tell you the right story, feed you the right lines, and you can mistake a devil for an angel. And they love girls like you, who are desperate to be loved. So easy to trick, so easy to tame. And once you're tamed, they can use you for a long, long time. You know how disgusting they are. Why else would you use that lip balm to protect yourself?
Millie tries to speak, but Sallie cuts her off harshly. She can't stop. She won't stop. Her eyes are bloodshot, her grip tightening on Millie's wrist.
Tell me, Millie, has Mr. E ever told you that to love someone is to sacrifice everything for them? That they're the best thing in your life? That you should satisfy their every need? That their happiness is your happiness? That's what your boss told me when he made me serve the guests. That's what the masked bastard meant when he put a collar on me and told me to be his dog. This so-called love is just another way of getting you to pretty yourself up and serve yourself on a platter for someone else's amusement. Even if your chief shows up one day, do you really think he's here to take you away? Don't be so naive. Does anyone good ever come to this place? He's here for the show, for a new thrill. He's no different from Theodore, or any other masked scumbag on the ship. They're all just assholes, getting off on feeling like gods!
He's not like that.
How would you know? You don't even know if he's dead or alive.
A deadly silence fills the room.
It's pathetic. Pinning all your hopes on someone who probably doesn't even remember your name. You read a few newspaper stories and thought he's a hero. Idiot.
Whoa, Sallie's turned 180 degree.
Those with money and power can make the press say black is white. In the papers, anyone can be a hero. You don't know him at all. All you want is a hero who can save you. As long as they say a few sweet words and beckon at you, you'd come running and wagging your tail. Even if it were some petty bum. What you love is nothing more than a fantasy. You love the fairy tale where you're saved and the idea of yourself waiting faithfully for your savior. The person you confide in, the person you adore. It's always been a delusion living in your head. And here you need to help me elope, just to prove your true love conquers all bullshit.
I do agree with Sallie, yeah. Sallie is like the realistic type.
Stop being an idiot. When that man finds out and comes to you with a gun in his hand, will true love keep you alive? Does this rotten world even allow for such miracles? No, it doesn't. Only you are stupid enough to believe that there are still good people in this goddamn world. To think that people like us still have hope. Only you refuse to see reality. They've fallen this far, and you think you can just plug your ears, shut your eyes, and find happiness by believing in love. Well, good for you! Go on, keep it up!
Wow.
Only idiots can still smile here. Cling to your precious love and rot away on this ship for the rest of your life.
Sallie's voice rings through the room. Millie hears every word. What is the expression on her face? That face, usually bright with a radiant smile, has frozen like wax. Silent. Millie simply looks at Sallie, staring directly into her eyes.
Are those words really for me?
Sallie doesn't answer. Maybe she has nothing left to say. Maybe in the next second, the sinner before her will pull out that delicate dagger of hers and plunge it into Sallie's chest. But Millie doesn't do that.
If letting go of unnecessary love will keep you safe from suffering, then I want you to find happiness. I want you to never be hurt again. But that's not for me. I don't care.
She looks away and stands up. A knock comes at the door.
Millie, Mr. E wants to see you.
Millie walks past Cassian and straight out the door. She doesn't look back. Sallie has said everything she needs to say. She leans against the wall, arms crossed. The fierce emotion drains away, leaving a vast, joyless emptiness. She can't even manage a laugh. Only numb, quiet despair remains.
The elopement is off. I won't see Theodore. I don't need your help. It's not worth it. Love isn't worth it at all.
Sallie's words hang in the air, a bitter punchline to a cruel farce, mocking herself and everything else. It's like one is just have seen the world and one is still not, you know what I mean? The reality, sometimes reality is harsh, but yeah, the other one is just kind of naive, and you know, I think the one is good. I wish I really can think like Millie, to be honest, but at this age, I do agree with Sallie a lot. The dressing room falls silent. Only Cassian and Sallie are left. The dim yellow light falls on the peeling paint like hardened old wounds.
You were taking your anger out on her. You know it.
Sallie doesn't respond. She stares at the floor, devoid of all emotion. After a long time, she speaks in a low voice.
Don't worry about me anymore. Don't take the risk. If you help someone escape, you'll get yourself killed. That man won't hesitate to do that. Don't let Millie keep living in those romantic fairy tales of hers. Be realistic. Stay alive.
I mean, I know that Millie knew how the world is. It's just that she chose different path to survive and build. Oh yeah, Millie is from Syndicate, so I think she knows. Millie should have already seen a lot on this ship. It's just her mindset, both her own way to save herself from going insane, and also due to the brainwash. Why suddenly you two become bestie?
You think you're saying this for her sake?
He looks at Sallie.
But now, you look like the one who gave up on yourself a long time ago.
Sorry guys, you missed it. Congratulations, I guess. Sallie lets out a dry laugh. Give up? She was a fool to ever have hope in the first place. Fleeing back to his side wouldn't save her. That's where she fell, where she was betrayed. Going back wouldn't change anything. The nightmare would just repeat itself. It's no different from here. The only reason she will fantasize about escaping was because she was infected by delusion of love. Because she would really believe that where Theodore was, there might be hope. Cassian sees her dry, bloodshot eyes, her colorless lips. This stubborn woman, like all the others trapped here for too long, has been hollowed out by despair, her spirit draining away.
That escape route I mentioned wasn't prepared just for you. It was always my plan. The opportunity is rare, so I moved it up. A few modifications, and it could fit one more person.
Hey, only one? He pauses, then speaks slowly.
If you want to leave, come find me tomorrow. If not, then stay. Stay here for the rest of your life.
Tomorrow is the decision. That means Cassian is finished with his business. So, if only have one more seat, so that means they don't invite Millie? Cassian leaves, cold light from the hallway filters through the crack in the door, thinning, until it too is swallowed by the darkness. We still have like 4 more. Oh, is it Chief? Is it Chief? The patrol ship cuts through the white sand. With the increasingly frequent attacks, the alert level aboard keeps rising. Everyone knows they are closing in on their cunning quarry. Oh, this guy. Iron Mouse stands at the bow, facing the wind. His hand never leaves his weapon. The wind howls, brewing a sandstorm, and beneath it, one can hear the whimpering of monsters. Unknown biological entity detected. Dead ahead, 1 o'clock, in the sandstorm. Roar. Set time to go have it's your bestie. Good night, Lingo. In the span of a few words, the dark shadow bursts from the sandstorm. Wow, there's so many here.
Gaze into the abyss.
As hysteria blooms, behold the splendor.
Whoa, it's not even reaching. Whoa. Whoa. This Millie Wisteria cluster literally one-shot them. Not really one-shot them, but they don't even reach Pilja and Nox. Wow. The soldier make short work of the abomination, but there is no relief in their victory. The thing quickly ceases to twitch, leaving only the heavy stench of blood. Its form is more grotesque than any of them could have imagined. Once the corpse is laid out, the soldier falls silent. They form a loose circle around it, unsure whether to step back or move closer.
This isn't one of the corruptors of the
I
White
should use
Sands.
healing for battle next time.
What exactly is this thing?
A deteriorated sinner. Oh, look who's that. Damn. A man in grey staggers out from the warship. His face is pale, his steps unsteady, he can barely stand without help. He's the chief of the Minus Bureau of Crisis Control. Contamination from BR-005 is eating away at his body through the shackles, but the man overpowers the corruption with his will.
What are you doing out here? The sand, the contamination, your body can't take it.
It's nothing. There's work to be done. You said it yourself, you need my experience to assess the contamination. Fighting the pain from the mania, you crouch down to inspect the bizarre corpse. Parts of the creature's skin have crystallized, forming a broken, warped texture. The face is beginning to collapse. You stare at the twisted features, not quite human, not quite beast. Your brow furrow. Not a sand beast, not an apostle of ashes. The M value is too high, never receive any protection. They overuse their abilities and become completely deteriorated. I think I pronounced it wrong. You search through the mangled remains. They are still wearing human clothes. You reach into the pocket and find something. Oh, what's that? You pull out a metal object shaped like a ship anchor with a black serpent coiled around it. Oh, is it the cruise is the crest of a ship. Everything clicks into place. They were abandoned here on purpose. Even after they become a corruptor, they were provoked into attacking people who came close. Someone is using them, forcing the dead to stand guard, keeping anyone from entering this area. Looks like that mysterious cruise ship is nearby. This Farland foothold in this city, the place where they make connections, trade intel and engage in dirty deals. They are even using mania to protect themselves, exploiting sinners like this. You finally let go of the corpse's hand and struggle to your feet. The doctor reaches out to steady you, but you decline her help. You stand on your own, your gaze sweeping over the faces around you. When you speak, your voice is low but firm. If they've learned how to create sinners, this will be dangerous. We are in for a fight. The good news is, an encounter like this means we are close to their base. The bad news, the enemy is on high alert. If we tip our hand, they might relocate at once. My job is to handle hostile sinners. I might not be able to fight alongside you, but I have the experience you need. That's why your leader asked for me, isn't it? Then let's not hesitate. We move now and bring down every one of those bastards. The doctor raises an eyebrow and gives you a cryptic smile.
Understood. Though I do hope you follow Doctor's orders during the operation, Chief. We can't let our esteemed consultant come to any harm, can we?
Chief is close! Millie's dream is also close. Mr. E. The room is dimly lit. On the projection screen, an unfamiliar warship is crossing the white sand, stark and militaristic. In the bottom corner, a real-time monitoring window flashes with a silent update. Unit loss +6. Mr. E sits calmly in his office chair, slowly turning the ring on his finger. Ring? Is it the same ring that Graves has? His gaze is fixed on the approaching ship. His expression impassive. He speaks into the comms, his tone casual as he arranges his next move.
Turn on the sandstorm generators. Give our guests a proper welcome. And get ready to evacuate. No, there aren't many. As for the others, I'll make arrangements.
He ends the call and goes over his prized assets one last time. Recordings, videos, proof of transactions. They are absolutely secure while indulging in their pleasure. Anyone who threatens euphoria must vanish from this world, as is the case now. What he needs is simpler, a passenger manifest. For every voyage, he ferries his guests across the wide sand to this secret paradise in the most exclusive, most discreet of private vessels. The boarding records and travel documentation for every guest are securely in his possession. That is enough. Once they leave, every name on that list will become their associate. Their fate will be his to command, and to offer up to those who are truly worthy. The man turns coolly to face a mysterious silhouette in the shadows. Oh, who is this now?
I hear that person is coming. Won't that be a problem?
They're moving faster than I expected, but judging from their course, they're still some distance away. Our cover is sufficient, and the traps have been laid. That should buy us plenty of time.
New character.
I've notified the guests to evacuate. All intelligence has been secured. Anything we can't take will be destroyed. As for Eastside, the Siage Society will take care of things. Nothing will be leaked. Rest assured.
You misunderstand me. I'm just worried for that poor deer's frail body. If he were to die out here, his sister would be heartbroken.
The underground shepherd?
I have complete faith in you, of course. This place has never been my concern. You have a leash on every guest. They obey your every word. You've always been so wonderfully thorough. I've never cared for the details.
Oh, I kind of forgot that you have the so-called sister.
But when you said nothing would be leaked, you're not just talking about the guests, are you?
Mr. E smiles.
My employees will be just as discreet, of course. Their fate was sealed the moment they stepped on board.
Oh, what does this mean? You're gonna turn them to corruptor?
They will take the secrets to their graves. Rest assured.
The room falls silent. Only a faint fragrance coils through the air, emanating from the frail figure. It carries the scent of death.
I thought you were fond of those little toys of yours. You picked them so carefully, comforted them so gently, only to cast them aside so casually. You're such a cruel, cold-blooded man.
You flatter me, ma'am. As your servant, it is my duty to meet your expectations. However, if you find it a waste, I've made arrangements. For Euphoria's final performance, I've prepared a grand finale. Your favorite kind.
She finally laughs. A woman materializes. I don't know what's wrong with my pronunciation today. Half hidden by the violet smoke.
In that case,
Whoa,
I
whoa,
do hope I get
whoa.
to choose my favorite lead. May I?
Of course. Anything to please you, my lady.
Who are you? Show your face. No, lady. What a dreadful title. The woman waves a dismissive hand. Oh!
Call me Eva Leon.
Oh, this is gonna be the feature sinner? Oh, does he look pretty? Oh. Evelion. Oh my god. The design character in this game is just mwah, mwah. Chef kiss. What is this story? Oh, this is probably the magician. Oh, Mr. E voice when he said my lady remind me of the character in AR 1999. Not Drufis, but that woman who bring pistol. I think there's many. Who? Wow, it's flirt with woman. Oh, I know the one that looks like Langley. like Langley. Tannen. I think her name is Tannen. Is this your card? The magician produced a card from her sleeve, the very one the girl had chosen. The crowd applauded, cheering the girl on as she downed another drink. These people are so easy to fool, the magician thought, eyeing the pretty faces around her. I haven't even had to use my ability. So, she said to the young people gathered around her, how about checking out that club I mentioned? Free food, free drinks, and you can rub shoulder with some the city biggest name. She dangled the bait in the air. If even one of them bit, the night would count as a success. The boy and girls exchanged glances. They were aspiring models from his side, blessed with good looks and no lack of job opportunities. But money was still tight for these young people just starting out in life. Free food and chance to unwind were hard to pass up. A few raised their hands gingerly, only to be yanked down by their friends. The magician shows them another trick, turning her business card into doves that flew into everyone's pocket. They were amused, but no one took her up on the offer. A bus, then. She shrugged. It was part of the job, scouting pretty face for each man's party. Most days she would come up empty. The crowd began to disperse, but the girl from the card trick stayed behind. She edged closer to the magician and whispered, Hey, you are a sinner, aren't you? The magician tensed, her hand instinctively reaching for the cane at her side, a reflex honed by years of survival instinct. So am I, the girl whispered in her ear. Who's the other three then? Maybe they didn't, but Evangeline is giving the same vibe like grandma. Why? Because it's her hair and white. Tonight, Euphoria is unusually quiet. Deep in the cabins, the lights are out. The air in the corridor is cold and damp, as if time itself has stopped. Millie walks barefoot across the metal deck, her steps so light they are nearly soundless yet slow, as if her feet were cast in lead. She has no direction, no destination. Like an empty doll, she wanders through the silence until her feet carry her to the door of the detention room. This is Euphoria's darkest pit, yet she approaches it like returning to a nest she would never left. Through the door's crack seeps the scent of old wood and a quiet that shuts out the world. She pushes the door open and darkness rushes to meet her as she steps inside. Millie knows this place like the back of her hand. She could find that table with her eyes closed, the one stained with her blood, the one that once held the photograph of her beloved. She opens the drawer, takes out the photo, and lights a candle. Only a small stub of wax remains. Its flame is weak. A single breath could snuff it out. The trembling halo of light barely illuminates the faded figure in the yellow photograph. It occurs to her that it has been a long time since she last saw Chief. She wonders if she would even remember his face, if she didn't look at this picture every day.
What you love is nothing more than a fantasy. You love the fairy tale where you're saved and the idea of yourself waiting faithfully for your savior. The person you confide in, the person you adore. It's always been a delusion living in your head. And here you need to help me elope, just to prove your true love conquers all bullshit. I've fallen this far, and you think you can just plug your ears, shut your eyes, and find happiness by believing in love. Well, good for you! Go on, keep it up!
Tonight, the portholes are pitch black, locked, sealed. No moonlight shines through. The trembling candle flame slowly burns through the wick until it, along with the light in her eyes, flickers and dies. Then she hears a frail voice.
You poor thing.
Oh no.
So much misery, yet you still shed no tears.
Millie doesn't turn around. Another hand, slender and covered in scars, reaches out from the shadow, passing over her shoulder to rest gently on the photograph. With it comes a strange fragrance, a familiar perfume. Mr. E? Or one of his guests? Millie doesn't remember. She doesn't care. Suddenly she brushes the hand away from the photo. A soft laugh comes from behind. Is it the same fragrance that Elvira talking about?
I know you've always loved him. That's what I liked about you from the start, and why I brought you aboard. Your friend was too harsh. There's nothing wrong with loving someone. Love doesn't have to mean losing yourself or getting hurt. Everything you've done has been for your own happiness. If he makes you happy, isn't it only natural to want his attention? To want him? To possess him and make him fulfill your desires? You know exactly what you want, and you never give up. How admirable. You're helping Sallie for your own sake, aren't you?
The person wraps her arms around Millie gently, whispering in her ear. The voice, like the fragrance, feels comforting, beguiling. She seems to know how innocent, how easily deceived this girl is, and so she speaks without restraint.
If she gets out, she can send a message to him. Your beloved will know what a great person you are. He will come to save you. And when he does, you'll have 1,000 ways to make him love you, make him forever yours. You know you have that power. Unfortunately, we're out of time.
This finally gets a response. Millie sits up straight and turns to face the figure in the shadows.
What do you mean?
We've been discovered. This paradise of ours will soon be destroyed.
Can't we escape?
Of course. There's still time.
Then...
Have you forgotten what Mr. E said? He said...
She whispered the words into Millie's ear. Millie's eyes go wide. Her reaction pleases the woman, yet also moves her to pity. She rises slightly and cups Millie's vacant face in her hands.
It's all right. You have me. I'm quite fond of you, and I'm willing to take you away, to fulfill your wishes, to bring you to your beloved. I can give you so much more. Show me how strong your love is. Prove to me it can be your strength. I believe you can, because you saw the truth a long time ago. Death has shrouded everything. Love is the only light.
The strange fragrance turns into smoke, weaving into threads that coil around Millie's limbs. It is a familiar gentle sensation, the same one she felt every time she passes out under the gangster fist or Mr. E's blade. Every time she's suffocated in this room, it is the breath of death. She lets death hold her, her eyes staring blankly into the endless darkness. After a long moment, Millie smiles again, as if what awaits in the abyss is not fear or emptiness, but her like.
Yes. Death has shrouded everything.
Oh no, Millie!
Love
Don't listen!
is the only light.
Ephelion covers Millie's eyes. A twisted crimson pattern blooms across her back. Blood seeping from the sign, thickening into honey, falling from the void into Millie's palm. It fuses with her flesh, turning into a bee-shaped ornament. A form most fitting for Millie. The Sage of the Undergrounds smiles with satisfaction. Is that why you call it the Sage of Underground? She removed her hand. The light fades, returning everything to tranquil darkness. What did she do to Millie? Did Millie become a maniac creature? In this final section, we will detail special terms and regulations that may otherwise be overlooked during your voyage. To ensure the privacy and safety of every guest, Euphoria will cruise the White Sand 24 hours a day, avoiding any external interference. The ship's route is kept strictly confidential to safeguard your security and private information. We ask for your understanding and cooperation. During the voyage, Euphoria will implement a series of close management protocols. To prevent information leaks, there are no balcony rooms, and all windows will remain sealed. Areas including the General Manager Office, special VIP zones, and waste disposal facility are strictly off-limits to guests, ensuring operational security and privacy. Given the special nature of Euphoria, in the event of any unforeseen circumstances or unusual incidents, we must ask all guests to follow Mr. E instruction without question. This not only ensures your safety but also protects your privacy from any threat. You have already signed and confirmed the above terms upon boarding. We remind you once again to read and understand them in full. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. May you enjoy a delightful and private time aboard Euphoria. 200,000 for every boy or girl like this. 2 million if they are a sinner. Mr. E gestured at the photos spread across the desk. The magician swallowed, unsure how to respond. She had a feeling this place wasn't like the other clubs she would work for. There was something darker here. Don't hesitate, Mr. E said. Seeming to see right through her, in this world, if you are not at the table, you end up on the menu. Isn't that right? Besides, if you bring me enough people, perhaps one day you will get to manage Euphoria yourself. Become one of us. Mr. E dangled his bait, just as she had dangled hers to those young people. The magician decides to bite, eat or be eaten. That was the first and last thing the West District had ever taught her. She wouldn't end up like her pathetic parents, honest losers who got trampled on their whole life. She thought of the girl she would met, the simple-minded sinner who seemed to have taken a liking to her. She dialed her number. The girl on the other end sounded elated to hear her voice. "It's been a while," the magician said. "I've missed you." Then she went silent, gripping the phone for what felt like centuries. The girl on the other end grew anxious, then impatient, and then panicked. Only then did the magician speak, struggling to force the words out, string them together like she would finally made up her mind. "Want to check out my club? It's a cruise ship in the White Sands." Oh, who's the other magician? Is this girl here? Maybe she's already dead, I'm guessing. Ephelion art. Ephelion art. But her design looks very nice though. Yeah, I don't know how to figure out this one yet. Maybe I'm just gonna figure it out on the, off stream, because it's already late. But tomorrow, since we already finished like 81%, so most likely tomorrow gonna be fast stream, okay? Because it's only like 19% left, so. Oh, this is the interrogation one.
Won't you come here and hold me?
It's only 80%. I hate it when they just, we have so many CG. That's nice. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. Okay, looking forward with the ending tomorrow. I mean, I think like the day 2 is not as as dark as the previous one, because like they're trying to address all the dark part like on the first on the first episode to set up the whole thing. Okay, so this one is more like, okay, I guess not as quotation mark disgusted as the first day. So yeah, looking forward with the third day tomorrow with Chief heroic action as usual, and how he gonna save Millie and how to save everyone. And I'm wondering what will happen with Sallie. Okay, since she's not a sinner, she's gonna come back to East Side and everything. So yeah, if you want to know what's happened, so please join again on the stream tomorrow. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you on the next stream. Till then, please take care. Bye bye.